dirty bastard is dirty and stinking. Make sure your Negro go with the. Mm, getting started in this bitch. um, you don't have to touch. You don't have to talk about Angel Reese, man. Salute to everybody out there. We got a great show for you guys today, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. mm, I tell you. We are in the building. Oh shit. That's crazy. Oh man. What's happening, man? How's everybody doing out there? YouTube Landy. Yeah, I'm early, man. I'm early for all the times I was late, man. Man, oh man. I had the time of my life and felt this way before. Yes, I had you, and I owe it all to you. Let me listen to my theme music right quick, man. Let me listen to my theme music right quick, man. Quickly, man. Um, Hold on, I'm waiting for y'all to get in here, man. Let me pull up. Hit that like button, man. Crazy. Oh yeah, I saw that story in Portland. I saw that story in Portland. Yeah, that was a beautiful story. I meant to do it, but we never got around to it. Yeah, this is insane, man. Death row survivor Ramel Broom survived 18 lethal injection attempts as executioners were unable to find a suitable vein. He later died in prison from COVID 19. Yikes. Oh man, white women, man, your men are not going to protect you, man. They can't protect you, man. And I ain't even trying to start no shit, man. They can't protect you, man. If you gonna be a Karen and ask these boys to leave this pool that crashed, they crashed these people's pool. Yes. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Hot Five, the only one who donate nowadays, man. Everybody see Hot Five donating. They like, shit, I ain't got to donate no more. Shit, Hot Five got it. What's up, Hot Five, man? He said, salute up. We in here, man. Early. Can't wait to see all the trouble these guys and queens are causing. In the Sun community, man. Yeah, man. We could just get these pesky gliders, man. Glider queens to stop chasing our men around, man. Like this case, man. This is one of the worst cases of glider queen on Sun teen violence I've seen, man. I haven't seen a case of glider queen on Sun teen violence like this in a long time. Look at the way she's yelling at them, man. Look at the way she's yelling at them. Karma, he fell. He tried to pick her up and throw in the pool, and he fell. That's karma. Well, karma only lasted a couple of seconds, but at least karma initially got him, man. This woman was 70 years old, man. Frightening, man. Frightening. Frightening to think that a young man would throw a 70-year-old woman in a pool because she wanted those people out of her pool area. Because she asked those people to leave. Well, no, she did ask them to leave. Now, she did ask them to leave. So, there you go. She asked them to leave. So, yeah, she got what she had coming. Oh, man, we got another black-owned grocery store, man. Well, no, not another. The first black-owned farm and grocery store in Atlanta, Georgia. What year is it, man? What year is it? Salute to Pamela Henderson, man. What year is it, man? What year is it? Salute to Robert Cantrell, no relation to LaToya the Destroyer. Became a member. That's what's up, man. What year is it, man? And why is it Atlanta's first? Like, I could see Des Moines. Like, if it was Des Moines, Idaho's first black-owned grocery store, then yeah, man, you brag about that. Cheyenne, Wyoming's first black-owned grocery store. You brag about that. Portland, Maine's first black-owned grocery store. You brag about that. Burlington, Vermont's first black-owned grocery store. You brag about that. And make sure you hit the like button. We're going for 300 likes tonight. Under no circumstances, I'm talking about none, Okay? There is no scenario. There's no scenario there is no scenario in which you fucking sun turds brag about the first black owned grocery store in the city of Atlanta in 2024. Press one.
I wanted to show a few clips of our grocery store. It's an outdoor market. We just threw up a big old tent. And we covered the side up with some hard, strong tarp.
Oh, wait a second. It's not even a grocery store. And salute to this brother. I don't. This ain't knocking you, bro. I don't want you to think I'm knocking you. It's just the fact that, like, yo, just, it's getting worse, man. So not only is it the first black-owned grocery store, but it's not a grocery store. It's a tent. The first black-owned tent. Now, do you guys see why every story we do, the people running the businesses in Blackistan are not black? Now, do you see why? When I say, what do I always say? What do I always say when we see Sandmen, Tigers, Patels running businesses in Blackistan? I'm talking about the heart of Blackistan, essential businesses. What do I always say? Sons are not good at this stuff. We suck at this. You telling me all that black money in Atlanta, weren't they just calling Atlanta Wakanda? They were calling Atlanta Wakanda a few years ago. All that black money in Atlanta. And this is the first black owned grocery store in Atlanta. Nah, man. This got to be a typo, man. Maybe he don't know his history. This can't be the first one, man.
I wanted to show a few clips of our grocery store. It's an outdoor market. We just threw up a big old tent. And we covered the side up with some hard, strong tarp. We just set up shop. All kind of naturally grown organic products. The man getting the fresh peanuts, about to crush up some fresh peanut butter for him. Show you a little bit of the farm. I'm not about to walk way over there, but so right outside the store is the farm. And back through the woods, that's our outhouse. We built a two toilet, male and female, or just two toilet outhouse. But whenever we throw get-togethers out here in the woods, there's cleared spaces, and twice a year there'd be like 300 tents. People staying for a whole week. My whole tribe, my whole family.
That's deep, man. Salute to you, bro. Um, Salute to you, bro. I just hope you ain't right, man. I hope you wrong. I hope you got this shit wrong. I hope this is not Atlanta's first black-owned grocery store. I hope it's not, man. I hope it's not, man. I think this meme says it best, man. Salute to Robin. No relation to Latoya the Destroyer Cantrell. Yeah, he got to get a gender neutral outhouse, man. He racist or whatever the fuck they transphobic or some shit. Yeah, now that brother, man, hopefully, man, I wish him the best, man. Um, I just hope that that's not the first one. I hope it's not. Man, I hope he just saying. I hope he just think, hey, man, I ain't seen no other grocery stores in Brown Town that's black owned, so I opened one, so it must be the first one. I hope he just going by that logic, man. I hope it ain't really the first one. What if the blacks never got colonized? Okay, Ethiopia, they were never colonized. You see how it looks? What if we freed the slaves and gave them their own country? And yo, this is a good picture of Liberia. Press one. They did Liberia good, man. Liberia, if you Liberian, man, these people did you a solid right here. Yeah, these people got their own country. What if blacks killed all the whites and ran the country? What if the blacks seized all the property from the whites? Zimbabwe. No solutions, man. No solutions, man. No solution. No solutions. And these places are all over, like Haiti's in Western Hemisphere, Ethiopia's in the Horn, Liberia's in West Africa, Zimbabwe's in Southern Africa. Okay, let's see what this glider queen has to say, man.
I am half black. My biological father is African American. I'm going to break it down for you because I know what you're thinking. This girl is insane. There's no way. She has green eyes, very light skin, and
Nah, if your dad's a mulatto, man, listen, when a mulatto has a baby with a white person, yo, black genes can be erased in 2 generations. When I grew up, it was all black genes. We got the reason a person is called black when they mixed is because black genes are so powerful, man. We got the most powerful genes, man. You're right, Op. The bar for sons is in hell. Such low standards is one of the hundreds of reasons why most sons will never make it. And one bar that's low is calling these people fucking black. There are black women, especially, that will call her black, and well, no, black men that want to date her will call her black so they can be like, "See, I ain't no sellout. I ain't no sellout. I ain't no coon, man." Like that one, that pro-black TikToker we saw the other week. He pro-black. He love black people. He take up for any black person doing anything wrong. His platform is devoted to taking up for fucking ain't shit black people. And then you saw his, then he tried to hide his fucking baby mother. He had to be outed to show his baby mother. That nigga had to be outed. That nigga had to be outed to show his baby mother. She was a mulatto, man. Man. Yeah, man, that was the funniest shit I seen, man. This goddamn fucking clown. I'm gonna show you him in a minute, man. Let's see this white woman first, though, man. I mean, this black woman, whatever the fuck we call her.
I am half black. My biological father is African American. I'm gonna break it down for you because I know what you're thinking. This girl is insane. There's no way. She has green eyes, very light skin, and blonde hair. Like, there's no way. Growing up as a kid, I always got, "That's your stepdad, you must be adopted." This video is honestly for educational purposes to just let you know, like, people can look like me and be mixed. So let me break it down and show you my parents. Alrighty, here is me and my dad. This is my dad. His name is Lance. Here's another.
Yeah, your dad is an Obama, man. Your dad is he a Becky with the good hair, man. Yeah, your dad is a Becky with the good hair, man. When one of these, listen, when a mulatto have a baby with a white woman, man, blackness is finito, man. You can't, I don't know if you can get rid of white genes that fast. Can a mulatto have a baby with a dark-skinned dude and the baby come out looking like Jamin Hansu? Can that happen, guys? I don't know, man. Tell me, man. Have you seen that? A mulatto having a baby with a goddamn proto-human, man, and the baby come out looking like Tyreek Hill and shit. Oh, it can happen. Okay, I haven't seen it. Show me. Give me an example of a because there's plenty of examples now. Almost every celebrity. So give me a celebrity, a dark skinned male celebrity, who and who has dark skinned children with his mulatto wife, man. Because I don't know. I don't think it can go that way. I think I've seen it almost every time this way. When a mulatto has a baby with a white person, the baby just looks white. But when a mulatto has a baby with I'm talking about somebody like me, like black, 4C hair, two dark-skinned parents. You said Lionel Richie's talking. You know that girl is adopted, right? You know Nicole Richie's adopted. Yeah, she's not Lionel Richie's blood daughter, man. But it's still his daughter. Don't get me wrong. I think it's still his daughter. Like, I'm not taking the fact that it's his daughter. He loved her. He raised her, and that's his kid. But what I'm saying is that we're talking about genetics, so that's a bad example because we're talking about genetics. Yeah, that's Julio Iglesias' daughter, man. He adopted that girl from Julio Iglesias, the famous Spanish singer. Lionel Richie was the man too. He was bigger than Michael Jackson when I was a kid. When I first started getting into music, Lionel Richie, he was bigger than Michael Jackson, man. Anybody who's in their 40s know what I'm talking about? Anybody that's like 40, over 45, You know what I'm talking about. Lionel Richie was bigger than Michael Jackson, Jack. Yes, he was, man. On the, for that year, for 85, 85 and 86, man. Dancing on the ceiling. Everything he hello, is it me you're looking for? Everything he touched was a hit, man. Yeah, I'm not talking about I said, of course, he's not bigger than Michael Jackson because you got to do it like he couldn't he couldn't keep it up, man. But that 85, 86, man, Lionel Richie was the biggest. Him and Bon Jovi, man. It was Bon Jovi for white people, then it was Lionel Richie for black people. Press one, man. 85, 86, man. And of course, Madonna and shit for the women and shit. Yeah, man. Lionel Richie was huge. Pause. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, but I'm just as a group. Yeah, I'm just talking about. Listen, man. When a mulatto like this have a baby with a white person, it always come out like this. When a mulatto have a baby with a 100% black person, it never come out looking like fucking extra in Roots.
Here's me and my dad. This is my dad. His name is Lance. Here's another photo. It's kind of blurry, but yes, he raised me my entire life from when I came out the womb. Here is another photo of us when I was younger. And this is my mom, so I definitely took after like her skin tone, her hair. I'm looking like a weird ass little baby in this pic, but this is my mom again. Here is her when she was in her teenage years.
Back in the 80s, man. Back in the 80s, that was like motherfucker. That picture right there, man. Shit. Niggas would be passing that picture around back in the 80s, man. Hey man, where my picture at, man? I let you borrow my picture, man, and you ain't give it back yet, man. Go in the house right now and get my motherfucking picture back, man. All right.
Cheers. So yeah, those are my parents. My dad actually had a paternity test after I was born. Not because he thought my mom was cheating, but just to make sure, because I did come out looking super fair, which is absolutely hilarious, honestly. One day somebody asked him they were like, how does your baby have blonde hair? That is not your kid. And my dad just made a joke. He was like, oh yeah, I used to have blonde hair when I was a kid too. Like, serves you right for asking a dumb question. I will say that when people see my dad and me next to each other, we do have a lot of similarities in our face. We have the same eyes, not eye color, but there's a photo of us. I can't find it, but there's a photo of us where our eyes are.
I can't find it. There's a photo of us. I can't find it, but yeah, I look just like my dad, man. Not.
Are literally the exact same when we smile. Like the shape of them, one of our eyes gets smaller and one's bigger. And then I'm also very lean and tall and thin, and that is his exact body type and build as well. I did not get like my body type.
You're very tall and lean and thin, and you didn't get that from your dad, man. Who'd you get that from, man? You think you might have got from that? Okay, we'll give you that. Listen, man, salute to you, man, your dad, man. Mulatto, and you ain't even a mulatto, you just white, man. Fuck that shit, man. Bitch, you better not try to fucking get no damn United Negro College Fund money That's stealing, man. If she try to go to college on the United Negro College Fund, man, we should jump her ass, man. Come on, y'all. We gotta report her, man. And you don't get them 350 points on your SAT score either. I don't know. Let me let the chat decide, man. Should she get the black people bonus on the SAT test? Should she get 350 points given to her on her SATs? Press 1 for yes and 2 for no, man. I'm interested, man. Nah, man. She shouldn't. I don't think she should get the 350 points, man. She should be like the white people, where your score is just your score, man. And she don't act like a sister. She all bubbly and fun and nice. She all nice and shit and bubbly and cute. She don't act nothing like a sister, man.
That is not your kid. And my dad just made a joke. He was like, oh, yeah, I used to have blonde hair when I was a kid too. Like, serves you right for asking a dumb question. I will say that when people see my dad and me next to each other, we do have a lot of similarities in our face. We have the same eyes, not eye color, but there's a photo of us. I can't find it, but there's a photo of us where our eyes are literally the exact same when we smile. Like the shape of them, one of our eyes gets smaller and one's bigger. And then I'm also very lean and tall and thin, and that is his exact body type and build as well. I did not get like my body type from my mom at all. So yeah, I just wanted to share this because it's just been something growing up that people just always thought I was lying. And I'm like, why would I lie about that? Like, that's just weird, you know?
Salute to you, Glider Queen. No offense to you, man. I'm not mad at you about nothing. Salute to you, Glider Queen, man. When it come to jumping rope, man, I always thought that was a black girl thing. Press 1, man. I thought that black girls had jumping rope. Like they had that shit locked up. Like, remember at school, man? Black girls always be jumping rope. They be doing all their little dances and routines while they jumping rope. That was the 80s. I don't know if they do that no more. Back, damn, we talking a lot about the 80s, but in my day in the 80s, man, jumping rope, that's what the girls did at lunchtime, man. They jump rope. Double Dutch. There you go. Double Dutch. I thought sisters had that locked down, man. Here go the National Double Dutch, National Jump Rope Championships, man. And it ain't a sister in sight. I'm talking about it ain't a sister in sight.
Athletes ready, set. Athletes.
Man, show me a sister can do that, man. Okay. Now hit that like button, man. Smash that like button, man. Yeah, that's a hell of a workout, man. Everybody who just came in hit the like button for me.
My name is Eric Willoughby. I'm a senior in high school, and I come to you today from North Mecklenburg County, Huntersville to be specific. And I'm here today to convey.
Let me fix that for you. I'm Eric Willoughby, man, and I come from Blackistan.
My name is Eric Willoughby. I'm a senior in high school, and I come to you today from North Mecklenburg County, Huntersville to be specific. And I'm here today to convey a very, very simple message. I'm 17. I should be spending my Wednesday afternoons with friends or family, but instead I'm here with y'all. I'm here because every single day I have to worry about which liberties Republican legislators are going to choose to gut next. They started by refusing to take action against gun violence and destroyed your right to peace of mind about something as simple as sending your child to school. Then they...
That's the gun violence you talking about, faggot? 2 or 3 mass shootings at white schools a year. You're not talking about the hundreds of black people that get murdered in the streets of your county, Charlotte, Mecklenburg, every year. You talking about a fucking mass shooting in Florida, a mass shooting in Texas, and another one in some other place committed by a white kid every year. These people are sick, man. These people are sick. It's sick, man. This guy's from fucking North Carolina, and he's talking about this guy's sick, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. This motherfucker's sick. Yo, this little white kid is sick, man. This white kid is sick, man. Salute to Eric S., Ock Nation Hall of Fame, coming through once again.
My name is Eric Willoughby. I'm a senior in high school, and I come to you today from North Mecklenburg County, Huntersville to be specific. And I'm here today to convey a very, very simple message. I'm 17. I should be spending my Wednesday afternoons with friends or family, but instead I'm here with y'all. I'm here because every single day I have to worry about which liberties Republican legislators are going to choose to gut next. They started by refusing to take action against gun violence and destroyed your right to peace of mind about something as simple as sending your child to school. Then they came for your right to make the most basic reproductive health care decisions that were right for you and your family. This time, they're coming for every North Carolinian's right to fair representation. This legislature is made up of the same people who have drawn maps that intentionally disenfranchise and limit the power of historically marginalized and minority voters. These are the same people who have proven to us time and time again through their voting record that they don't care. If these people cannot be trusted to protect our most basic rights, how can we trust them to draw fair and impartial maps that will promote a healthy and vibrant democracy? They can't. We can't trust them. The Republicans in this committee and the others in the House and Senate don't care about democracy. They don't care about fair maps. All they care about are 3 simple things: re-election, power, and dollar signs. This redistricting stunt is a clear power grab by Republicans in the General Assembly. So I urge you now, watch your step. Be very careful in what you choose to do, because young people like me are watching, and young people like me are fed up.
Okay. You Republicans might have a chance, man. If that's what Democrats are putting out, man, you Republicans might have a chance, man. I don't think so, though, man. Woman 32 who stabbed her date 100 times to death in a weed-induced frenzy is sentenced to 100 hours community service. As judge says, she had no control over her actions after cannabis caused psychotic break. Yeah, cannabis psychotic break. I can see stabbing somebody one time, man, or even 2 times, man. You stabbed them 100 times, man. Oh yeah, that's right. She had a psychotic break. So yeah, okay. There's no point even reviewing the case, man. If you're saying she had a psychotic, if you're justifying 100 stabs because it was a psychotic break, man, what won't you justify? Like, what can't you do during a cannabis-induced psychotic break if you can do this? Like, literally, there's nothing you can't do. Like, what if you would have ran your car into a bunch of people on the street? Ran over a bunch of people on the sidewalk. I had a cannabis-induced psychotic break. It's not much you can do, man. Now, maybe if she had severed his head or chopped his head off, or maybe, I don't know, man. They set the bar real high, man. I mean, low, high, whatever the fuck. They set the bar in a strange place, man, because if you can do this, man, and claim psychotic break, man, god damn. Shit. Salute to Hot Fire coming through once again. Salute to great stuff. Coming through once again. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Psychotic break, man. But here's the thing that women can do, man. All the women got to do is say she abused, man. He was abusing me, man. That's why I stabbed 100 times. That was probably the whole weed thing was probably her second. She probably said he beat her up first, and then they was like, "Bam, you don't have any marks. There's no signs of trauma except for the cuts on your hand from when you stabbed him 100 times." And she was like, "Oh yeah, all right. Well, I had a psychotic break from smoking weed." It was like, "All right, cool." Shit. Cool Cat says if a man did that, he would get life in prison. 1. Oh, without a doubt. Not a doubt. 100 times? Good God Almighty. That's a lot of times. At what point is it like not nowhere else to stab somebody at? Like it's like looking for a vein, man. It's like looking for a vein on a dope head. She had to flip him over. She flipped him over. She flipped him over, man. She was like, all right, yeah. She had run out of places to stab him, man. She probably was talking to him. Hey, move your arm. Move. Turn on your side. Before he died, she was like, hey, turn over on your side. All right, there we go. Shit. And everybody who just came in, man, hit the like button, man. Make sure you hit the like button, man. Support the channel, man. Yeah, man. That's a lot of stab wounds, Jack. Let me drop this link, man. That's a lot of stab wounds. God, dog. Lied to you, man. 100. I think we did a story. A guy in Florida, he stabbed his baby mother 100 times. I think he put the baby in a lake and an alligator ate it or something. Anybody remember that story? I think that we did that story. Yeah. Shout out to everybody watching on all platforms, man. We out here. Rumble. Shout out to everybody watching on Rumble, man. Let me see something. I did do that. Let me see something. If I did that, if I remember correctly, there was a. Now that you're saying that, okay, yep, yep. You did do that story, man. Facts, man. Let me show y'all that story, man. Let me show y'all that story. Facts, man. Since you said a man would get 100 years for doing that, I mean a man would get a life sentence for doing that. It is. It did happen.
A Fox 35 update now. We're learning new details about the case of a mother and son murdered in Pinellas County. The boy's father is accused of the crimes and made his first appearance in court yesterday. Fox 35's Regina Gonzalez was in the courtroom.
Sir, are you talking to me or the deputies? I think you're having two conversations. Are you talking to me?
Pinellas County Circuit Court Judge Patrice Moore struggled to communicate at times with 21-year-old Thomas Mosley, who called into his first hearing over the phone from St. Anthony's Hospital, where he remains in police custody while being treated for injuries. He didn't make an official plea, and Judge Moore believed he was on medication.
I have you here for 2 counts of first-degree murder, sir.
1 count each for the murder of 20-year-old Passion Jeffrey and their 2-year-old son, Talon Mosley, who were last seen at their Lincoln Shores apartment in St. Pete on the night of Wednesday, March 29th. And as Judge Moore read the individual complaints to Mosley out loud, more details emerged about how things played out that day.
It is alleged that the victim's family visited the victim's home at approximately 4:30 for the defendant's birthday party. The victim's family left around 5:15, and the only person remaining in the residence were the victim and their 2-year-old son.
According to the complaint, phone records showed Passion's phone leaving the area of her apartment around 8:42 p.m. and heading to Lake Magori, where Talon's body would later be found on Friday, before Mosley showed up at his mother's house with lacerations to his arms and checked himself into St. Anthony's. After Passion's family grew suspicious Thursday afternoon, they called maintenance to go inside. We learned that they walked into a gruesome scene. Passion stabbed more than 100 times, and evidence linking Mosley to her murder.
A bloody fingerprint on a cleaning bottle, which has been initially placed under a bed in the crime scene, was identified to the defendant. A bloody shoe print with a Gucci emblem was located on the bathroom floor where the victim was found. The defendant's brother stated the defendant was wearing a pair of Gucci slides when he arrived at his mother's home.
Meanwhile, a memorial continues to grow for the mother and son outside of that apartment. They were said to have a wonderful relationship.
She loved that baby. That baby loves her.
Regina Gonzalez, Fox 35 News.
I'm trying to see what happened to that guy, man. What's new with that guy? What did he get charged with? Did he get a license?
From a bloody fingerprint to 100 stab wounds, these documents are sickening to read. But for an attorney, these details can make or break a case.
Well, we'll come back. We'll try to find it. Let me see. Evidence hearing held. I have to do my research, man. What we do?
Off the top at 11, breaking news out of Prince George's County tonight. The search is on for the suspect in a violent rampage, including stabbings. Police released.
This is Prince George's County. I was out there today, man. I was in PG County. I went to this great restaurant, man, called Hook and Reel. They have it's a seafood restaurant. It's a chain restaurant, but it's almost feels like it's just a regular restaurant, man. Hook and Reel. Got the crab boil. Oh my God, this shit was good, man. Shout out to Hook and Reel. If you ever in the DC area, man, make sure you go to Hook and Reel, man. Make sure you check out Hook and Reel. I promise you, if you like seafood, you will enjoy your experience, man. They know how to treat seafood. Give you all the gloves, the hand wipes, the buckets. They give you the whole thing, man, so that it takes to eat crabs and crab legs and shit like that, man. Yeah. Now my wife was with me, man. My daughter and my wife was with me. Who's William? William, the shadowy figure, man. William is a shadowy figure, man. Let me see. What's up? What's up, my guy?
What's going on, my guy? Yeah, that Hook and Rail spot, that's my spot too.
Oh, yeah, I got one there.
What's up?
Yeah, I got one in Massachusetts.
Yeah, we got a few of them.
Okay, because it started in DC. You know that, right?
I don't know when it started, but I know we got them shits out here like last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, just recently. Okay. The first one was the one I went to the flagships one today in PG. Yeah. Salute. Yeah, like that. You know what I'm talking about. Like it just
yeah. That's my favorite spot, man. Like I go on the weekend. That's my favorite spot.
What? Will you get the crab boil?
Yeah, I get the $53 one. This is a $53 one.
It's 35 here. It's 35 here. 35.99.
Okay.
For the whole all you can eat thing.
This one that comes with shrimps, mussels.
Yeah, the all you can eat. Yeah. Cajun,
it's called
I got
something
the
storm.
Cajun.
Yeah, me too. It's called something storm, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's up, man? William, man. Who are you, man?
Hey, what's up, man? My buddy Lewis, he's been on the show. He's told me about you guys. I'm just checking it out.
Lewis, man. There's nobody named Lewis, man, on the show.
Okay, maybe he doesn't go by his real name then. I've been told this show is breaking down the narrative, talking about real stuff. So I'm here to offer my 2 cents if
man. I just gotta know who you are, man, because you a shadowy looking figure, man, when you in the back, man. I don't know if you're a porn bomber or not. We got a lot of problem with porn bombers here, man.
I'm out here. I live in the Pacific Northwest. So it's dark here. It's like I think it's like 9:45 and my family is going to sleep. So forgive me for the light situation.
Okay, well, just in case, man, I'm gonna hold on 1 second. I'm gonna put you behind this super chat, man, just in case, man, until we get to know you a little bit, man.
Salute. Man, I can turn off my video. Seems like a lot of cats on here don't use.
Nah, you cool. Nah, you
Gliders
cool.
don't.
And you want to put your face on it, man. I just don't want nobody to throw no porn up because they be showing snakes crawling up people's ass and shit like that, man. I don't want all that stuff on my channel, man.
Nah, man, I'm Christian. I don't do the porn thing, and I'm married, so I don't know. I'd have to like repent deeply if I did that, and I wouldn't want anyone else to have to do that.
Okay, man. You hear that, man? So if you porn bombers, man, God gonna make a snake go up your ass for real, man.
God is watching, so
He gonna send
stupid
77 snakes up your ass, man. Yeah, man. Salute, man. This is the richest black county in the country, man. Let's see what's going on in the richest black county in the country. And salute to my man, Judge Jerry Hines. He says, salute, acolytes. It's 1:30 p.m. here in Singapore. There's nothing better than working with ox commentary in the background, man. You must got on headphones.
Real shit.
You ain't got this playing at your job, man.
Fuck around,
Yeah,
get
hey,
fired.
yeah. Hey, William. When you his device disconnected. Damn, William, you just started.
Come back, William.
Man. But yeah, William, when you come back up, man, mute yourself when you're not talking, man. That's all I need you to do, man. Just mute yourself when you're not talking. His device disconnected, man. His wife, he must have not had us on headphones, man. His wife must have walked in like, what the fuck?
Yeah, snakes in the ass. Talking about snakes in the ass, mama.
Hey, like, oh my God, you Christian.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man? Did your wife hear us talking about snakes in your ass and disconnect you, man?
Nah, I think that was God who disconnected me, man.
Oh, okay. You was thinking about porn bombing us, man. Okay.
You're so paranoid.
Yeah, man.
Off the top at 11, breaking news out of Prince George's County tonight. The search is on for the suspect in a violent rampage, including stabbings. Police releasing an image of a person of interest.
Class Superintendent Dr. Monifa McKnight not backing down after being asked to resign tonight.
Your superintendent, Monifa McKnight. You in trouble. You in trouble with your superintendent named Monifa McKnight.
Not backing down after being asked to resign tonight. We hear from those who showed up to support the superintendent at a Montgomery County Public Schools budget meeting.
And after a gray and soggy day, the sun will finally come out tomorrow.
I was down there the other day. I was down here the other day. My wife needed to walk, so we went down here to walk so she could get her walk on, so hopefully this baby can come soon.
Chances of seeing our first 70-degree day of the year. Fox 5 News at 11 starts now.
But first tonight, we begin with that breaking news out of Prince George's County. The search is on for an unidentified woman believed to be behind a violent rampage tonight.
Let's get right to our Shamari Stone live from Prince George's County Police Headquarters. Shamari, what's the latest here?
Well, good evening. First, let me tell you that Prince George's County Police want to remind you that this is a community alert. It is very serious. In fact, one law enforcement officer says he hasn't seen anything like this in at least 20 years. The closest thing he could remember was the DC sniper. Now, I want to explain.
Holy shit. I was just listening. I'm telling you, the fucking hook and reel is in Lanham. It's crazy, man. Well, it's actually Glen Arden, but they call it Lanham, so they just switched. But it's near there. I was near here today, and if that girl would have came up on me, she would have been blind, man. I'd have emptied this whole can in her face, and then I would have started stabbing her.
Son bitch shit.
I'd have been like, hey, no need for an alert, man. No need for breaking news, man. I got it under control. I'm like, nothing to see here, guys.
Hey, just to reiterate, Prince George's County, that's the richest black county in the...
Second richest now, Charles County. All the rich black people moved to Charles County to get away from this shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I'm glad she ain't running to me, man.
She'd have been like that glider last night with the footprint on his head.
Man, I be on alert when I be with my daughter and shit, and my wife. I be on alert, man. Because listen, Prince George's County, very nice people, wonderful place. Don't get me wrong. It's the second richest black county in the country. But man, they got a lot of these motherfuckers out there, Jack.
Alert. It is very serious. In fact, one law enforcement officer says he hasn't seen anything like this in at least 20 years. The closest thing he could remember was the DC sniper. Now, I want to explain this to you. Police say that this woman who you're about to see randomly stabbed two people this evening in Prince George's County. Let's immediately show you that surveillance image of this woman. Now, she's accused of stabbing a 15-year-old in Landover and another man at a gas station in Lanham. Both are currently in critical condition. Now, police say this all started just after 5 o'clock this evening. They received a call reporting a car hit a woman on the sidewalk near Ritchie Road in Capitol Heights. We're now going to show you video of a McDonald's, near a McDonald's. Then the woman allegedly drove the car down Ritchie Road and hit 2 more people with her car. She hopped out and stabbed, police say, a 15-year-old girl. That happened near the McDonald's. That girl is in critical condition. Around 5:30 p.m., officers were then sent to Addison Road South in Capitol Heights, and that is where the woman allegedly hit a man with the same dark-colored sedan. That man has minor injuries. I'm now going to show you video from a gas station that here on Fox 5, we've been all over this story over the last couple of hours. We're showing you now the gas station, and police say that that same suspect walked up to a taxi cab driver and stabbed that person at the gas station. And that was by Addison Road South, the 1000 block of Addison Road South. And that is at the Sunoco gas station. We got video there. I actually walked to the 7-Eleven and talked to a man in there, and he had told me that he was hearing that this woman was, quote, crazy. That is quoting the man that I spoke to. We're now going to hear from Chief James McCreary.
She was, quote, crazy.
How
do we know this is
wacko?
Like, okay, for real though, how do we know this is real? We just believe him.
Oh yes,
it must be true because it's on the local news.
Oh yeah, yes, definitely.
How do we know that? Yet. How do we know it happened?
What you mean? How we know what happened? The police chief is just look.
The police mason, the Freemason police chief,
which is why we want to make sure we.
No, they don't let films into there.
How do we know this guy's even telling us the truth? Like, all right, let's go back to like, what about like something like Sandy Hook? What do you guys think? Real?
Oh God, man, you one of them, man.
I just want to kind of gauge the vibe here, where it's like,
what's
the level of red pill
here in this channel?
Is it like
a lot of guys?
Is this? Are we just assuming this is real? Why are we watching this?
We need to see the footage.
You're giving me the vibe, man.
Police cars.
That's your pushback right there, baby.
Police cars flashing, you know, must be real. They sound so concerned on the TV.
See, you don't live in Blackistan, so you think this shit gotta be. We don't gotta do that. We don't gotta do that, man.
This shit is normal.
Yeah, man, you ain't gotta do all this stuff in PG County, man. You don't need to do no. If anything, they gonna try to hide this shit so their numbers can go down, so they can make it look like it's less crime. That's what they be.
Yeah, real shit. Cause you fuck up the money.
They don't make more crime. Trust me, man. Black jurisdictions don't make more crime. They hide crime and make less crime. Okay, they ain't
real shit.
You live in a white area, man. So yeah, I accept your conspiracy theorism, but nah, it's just not how we roll, man.
I'm a guy who judges body language. I don't think body language lies. You know, like judge body language. You can judge witness testimony. That stuff doesn't lie. Like you can lie in words. You can lie in like you know, words on a page and stuff. But you don't.
What
your
if
body
you're nervous,
can't lie.
man? What if you're nervous, man? And what if you
can tell? You can tell when people
are
lying.
lying.
You can tell when people are lying. So just watch the body language. That's the key. The body language is the key.
Oh, body language. Okay,
that's true, William. But you should know the entirety of the context about this locations. As much as possible, they want to make it look like crime is down. So I don't think they will do that in this certain.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna look at the body language.
Hey man, you starting to weird me out, man. Hey man, I'm gonna put you in the timeout, man. You starting to weird me out, man.
You need a pushback. You need the pushback,
Nah, but that's saying pushback, man.
We can't have
this
an
is
echo
like
chamber here.
How can you push back against that, man?
That was bullshit.
I'm saying every man's got their own intuition, so look at the body language.
All right, man.
I'm saying just show the security footage.
Show us the pictures of the bodies.
So you're saying that this didn't happen.
I'm not saying it happened or didn't. I'm saying how do we know it did happen? It's like Plato's cave, you know? You can't just assume everything on TV is just happening just because they say it on the local news.
Because anything that happens in black neighborhoods is real, man.
Yeah. If you're getting freaked out by this news report, your head will explode if we continue further.
It's like all the stuff that I did, right? Right, conservative, like what think about all the stuff you did, right? And I'm not even talking about like just being a son, right? What like that's what if somebody said that shit was fake, like it didn't happen.
Yeah,
Like, nah.
like they told me I never shot at people before. Like I never carried guns.
Oh, I'm
Like I
not
never
saying
sold
people don't
weed.
get killed. I'm not saying people don't get killed. I'm just saying I'm talking about the news. I'm talking about the way that they report about it, how they talk about the stuff. Of course, the sun is real. It's a false
But
dialectic.
William, we already know these reporters from small to big networks are liars. So there's no point in nitpicking about the reporting.
William, I think you're like if this was another school shooting
Just
or
let it go for
like a
this time,
Sandy
man.
Hook, which
Let it
was
go.
most definitely a conspiracy,
Let's
then
see
I
what
think that'd
Deputy
be a
James.
more valid question.
Let's see what Deputy Chief James McCreary has to say.
Oh shit!
Sound like an Irish dude.
Oh shit!
Yo,
He looks like a James McCreary too, doesn't he?
Oh, that's not really his name. He's an
He's an actor.
Let's see what he has to say. Let's see what he has to say.
He a
We're watching it.
Manchurian candidate.
Kind of look like Denzel a little bit.
Yeah, he an actor, man. He an actor, man. He okay, let's see.
This is very concerning. It's very frightening, which is why we want to make sure we alert the public immediately. That's why we're here tonight, and we're out making sure that we're putting out this information now. I've been on the department for 20 years now, and I can say I have not seen anything like this since I have joined the police department. The closest thing I can think of in recent memory was the DC sniper when I was coming up. But again, it's shocking and it's concerning.
Very shocking, very concerning. Keep in mind, this is the preliminary stages of this investigation, and this news is continuing to develop. Here's the deal. If you're in D.C., Maryland, or Virginia, if you see this woman, police say do not approach the person, call 911 immediately. Again, here you have some hit and runs, some stabbings, and police say they were all random. In Upper Marlboro at Prince George's County Police Headquarters.
Let's see if we can find some more news on this, man.
Well, this is a very complicated and troubling series of incidents all around the county. I want to show you that picture again, that person of interest. Now, we're at the gas station here in the 9100 block.
So you demand to see the footage, the whole footage, right? You gotta see the whole footage on the first day.
Absolutely.
Okay. What? All right. Let's just say this is a conspiracy, right? And of course, it gets uncovered because DC has a lot of media. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of fucking independent media. They have a lot of mainstream media. So one of the reporters uncovers that the police of Prince George's County put out a fake story about a woman stabbing a bunch of people. Now you got a corruption, you got an investigation into that, and that head's got to roll. The chief got to lose his job over some bullshit. What's the point of it all? Help me understand.
That's a good question.
What's the point of lying about it? You go to the high levels of any police department, you're gonna encounter people that are in Freemasonry, and Freemasons are not allegiant to people; they're allegiant to power. So they're gonna create their goal. What?
We already know that though.
Okay, yeah. So my point is that it's on a need to know basis with a lot of this low level stuff. Like you don't get invited to every crime scene if you're a reporter. There's stuff that happens. Oh, you weren't there. It must have happened, but you weren't there. It's just creating chaos. It's the whole goal.
Yes, chaos. Division.
The goal is to create chaos.
Yeah, but like Ox said, what would all of this, like, why would we have to do all this? Like, I don't get it. Like,
why would we have to do all this?
Yeah, create this narrative or this conspiracy. Like, what are we getting out of it? Like, I don't get it.
You're getting a narrative. You're getting a narrative out of it.
For what? Like, okay, what's the narrative?
The narrative,
bro.
You can't trust
be
people.
one of those
you can't
flat
trust
earthers.
people. You can't trust your neighbor.
Man,
Well,
listen,
you
this is
can't,
2024. This is 2024. We all know that. Like, you're saying stuff that's old news, like masonry and all. Like, we know about all this stuff. That stuff has nothing to do with what's going on right here. This is real life going on right now. And in my neighborhood, not your neighborhood, and some people neighborhood, this is going on right now.
I'm not
I
saying that
must
this stuff
agree,
isn't.
William.
I believe this stuff is happening. I'm not saying this stuff isn't happening. I'm just talking about the way it makes it on the news. A lot of times the news will report on something that they have total control over, and that's usually in conjunction with a high-level officer at a police station. This happens all the time. Like,
well, in the black neighborhoods, it's the opposite. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. In the black neighborhoods, it's opposite. They try to hide all the shit that we do in our neighborhoods.
Oh,
they
for
don't
sure.
want to tell
No,
nobody.
I know. They only
And the
report
Juice crew loves that kind of stuff.
They only report the white people who shoot the black people. It's all. I agree. I agree. I'm not against what you're saying. Like, I'm totally with you on that. I'm just saying anything on the news you got to take with a grain of salt.
I don't think though. I don't believe that. I don't believe you have to take everything on the news with a grain of salt. I
Why
believe that. Okay, so a kid got shot in front of my. Hold on. A kid got shot in front of my Airbnb the other day, right? And there were 10 cop cars on the block. If I wanted to leave, I couldn't have left.
on that question. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I couldn't have left, man.
For real, bro.
If I wanted to leave, I couldn't have left. And I can't find a story on any of the local news channels about that shooting. Just to show you that they don't even report everything that happens in a big city like DC with 700,000 people, 40% black. They can't report everything that happens. And I would show y'all the story on the neighborhood app, but I don't want y'all to know where I'm staying at.
Real shit. I wouldn't either. Fuck
so
that
it's
shit.
like, but it's not on the mainstream news. And I swear, it happened. It happened right in front of my Airbnb.
Should have tweeted about it.
Well, I don't know. I don't want nobody
Otherwise
to know.
it didn't happen.
I'm just saying, like, I think you speaking of like somebody who lives. What's the demographics in your town? Quickly, man.
What's the what? What's the what?
Demographics in your town.
Demographics.
Oh, it's like super white.
All right. Next question. Let me get to this. Hot Fire says, how does this guy know Jesus is real? He wasn't there, and they're pretty conflicted accounts of who he was. Also, Jesus' story was copied from the Thoth and the Emerald Tables and about 100 other religions, which existed thousands of years before Jesus was born. Well, I mean, that is a great question. And if you could answer that quickly, man, I'll give you a chance. But if you start rambling and shit, man, I gotta get rid of you, man. So what's your answer to that question, man?
Is that for me?
Yeah, man, you, man.
I mean, just read, look up Eastern Orthodox Christianity and start reading the lives of the saints. That's all I'd say. You either think they're crazy and they're making it up, or you don't. Like, I can't convince you otherwise.
Yeah, let me hop in here real quick because I've complimented Hot Fire's takes before. I think he's had some great takes. Smart guy. But on Christianity, man, way off.
I get it though. I was into that stuff, I've seen Zeitgeist. We've all seen Zeitgeist here. It's all the whole idea of that Jesus is just some copied from pagan mythology. I understand. I've been down that rabbit hole before.
What I'm mentioning specifically is his super chat from maybe a few days ago where he said Christianity is basically the same as Islam, basically the same as these other religions, and that it's not a religion of peace. And I know you've referred to it as a religion of peace, and I believe it is.
Christianity isn't even a religion. It's a revelation. It's a way of life. It's not a religion.
All right,
religion
man. I got to move on, man.
Yeah, move on. He wasted $20 on the question.
Annapolis Road in Lanham. This is where we think this ended. It was about 6:35, and witnesses say the woman or that person of interest and seen in that picture was walking around the gas station when she noticed a taxi cab. She waved and then got into that cab as if she was hailing it. They sat there for a few minutes, and then we're told that that cab driver was stabbed by the person that got in. And we don't know if that person got away on foot or in a car, but we do know that Prince George's County Police are investigating that this person of interest was involved in incidents that started way earlier at 5:05. The first was at Forest Park and Ritchie Road when an adult female was struck by a car driven by that person of interest on the sidewalk. Now, she suffered minor injuries, but about 10 minutes later at 5:15, and 20 Ritchie Road. At 20 Ritchie Road, 2 more people were struck by that same car, an adult male who suffered non-life-threatening injuries and a 15-year-old who had more serious injuries, because we're told that after that driver struck the 15-year-old, got out and stabbed the 15-year-old who has serious injuries. Now, 5:30, this was continuing, this time on Addison Road South. The same driver apparently struck 2 more people, 2 more men with non-life-threatening injuries. And then that led to the incident here. Now, Prince George's County Police believe that the same person is responsible, as we hear from a briefing.
Yeah, man, you're right, man. You're right. You're right. Panda. You're right. Panda. Yeah, man, you can't be dissing my supporters, man. Whatever your name, Bill, William, whatever the fuck your name is, man. We already had every bill that comes up here, we got a problem with them, man. What the fuck is up with that, man? All the bills give me trouble, man.
Well, forget. I see the
I
support.
thought Bill Allen was cool.
I think the question is, I think it's a good question if you want to discuss it. $20 deserves some discussion. That's what I'm saying. Like if it's just gonna get cut off, it's not worth $20.
Nah, I mean he's trolling you. He's calling you out because you if you're saying you don't get it. He's saying that if you're doubting this story that happened today in Blackistan that's being covered by all these news agencies. They're at the hospital interviewing the victims. They're at because I think you don't understand how it works. These people go to the hospital to interview the victims. A lot of times they can't. They said no, we can't interview him. He's in surgery, or they talk to the family members. Like you're saying that this thing didn't happen, yet you believe in Jesus from 2,000 years ago.
Well, Jesus is not dead, also, so.
He's just a glider that just needs just a little bit of guidance, man. He's the type that we call, I guess, an auto hoaxer.
Hold on, let him speak, man. Go ahead off air and see.
No, I was gonna say when it comes to William, man, he's just the type that people will call like an auto hoaxer. Now I know what he's talking about. Okay, as far as the Masons and shit running the police departments, that is true. Now, the more high-profile shootings, let's say Sandy Hook, let's say El Paso, some of them other ones, he's right about them. Those are false flags that push the anti-gun agenda, and anti-gun legislation is almost always passed as soon as those go down. But William, that doesn't mean that these smaller kind of incidents like this, especially in the Sun community, are I wouldn't auto hoax on these. You know what I'm saying? I know what you mean. I know you mean well. I just think it's just a little bit misguided.
Fucking guy means well.
No, I agree. I think what you said is true. Thank you for clarifying. Like, because you're right. I jumped in. When I see the news, I don't watch the local news. Whenever I see a YouTube channel watching the news, I just jumped on here. I didn't expect us to be watching like some random town's local news. So I'm just like, all right, we're watching the news. My line of questioning is, well, how do we know this actually happened? Of course.
Hey, William, let me cut you off. I watched Arc Nation for several months before hopping on the panel. So, you got to get acclimated. You got to know the room. I'm
the new guy in here. Sorry. Maybe everyone's getting a good laugh out of it, but
hey,
no disrespect. I'm not trying to intentionally lead people down the wrong path here. I'm just saying.
William, check it out. Knowing what you know, if there's a mass shooting, some kind of gang shooting in Chirac or wherever, you're gonna assume that that's like not real.
If there's a what?
Knowing what you know about some Sun areas, if it's a shooting in Chicago, mass shooting, something like that, you're gonna doubt that at first.
I'm just not sure what to believe in terms of what comes across from the media and the news. It's just so hard these days. So I'm not gonna say it's not real, but I'm not gonna just guarantee that a story is real.
I hear what he's saying, but what we was trying to say earlier is like in the black neighborhoods, you don't have to worry about that. For anything else across the world, like with the Juice Crew and Hamas and anything else, yeah, you can go send here anything. But when it comes to the Sun neighborhoods, believe it.
And William, another thing to keep your eyes open for is when it's the higher profile ones, okay, like the ones that I mentioned previously, and you know what I'm talking about, the ones that the news will spend, you know, like the Parkland shooting in Florida. Though, if they spend a week dwelling on it on national news, and there's an anti-gun agenda with anti-gun legislation, people pushing for that right off the jump, then it's probably safe to play the auto hoax card on that one. But something like this that's just kind of mentioned about sons and then it's buried. Remember, they can't paint sons out to be bad people. Only evil whitey's bad people, right?
First, what do you mean by sons? I'm a little confused here.
Damn, you're like brand spanking new, bro. You
Bro,
gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta
Someone gonna tell him.
You
Someone
said he's brand spanking new. Yeah,
I am.
You don't know the words.
Guys, let me tell William
The
this.
sun man is the man
Yeah.
who's been
William
exposed
needs
to the sun.
to watch a couple more
I
shows
see.
before you hop on the
Yeah,
panel.
yeah.
because,
Maybe I should
for
get
example,
off.
me,
I feel like
yeah.
I'm holding up the show because
Yeah, you're like a sandbag, man. You're like a sandbag.
yeah. I'm just
What the fuck?
I'm just dead weight over here, guys.
That
Like,
Filipino cooks, man.
well, it's been real. Thanks for even having me on the show. I don't even know any of
Hop
you
on
guys.
next time.
No, you'd be good
Hop on
you'd
next
be
time.
good for the show. You'd be good for the show. You just need to catch up.
Yeah, take it easy, and you won't want to go nowhere once you watch this motherfucker. Trust me.
Okay,
Hello.
all right. That's all right. Peace out.
All right.
We're Arkin of having a baby now.
Earlier, I
be.
thought so. Earlier, I thought so. He's out
Take
for
the show.
good 10 minutes.
You could tell William just got done. You can tell he's kind of fresh on that truth pill journey, you could say, because you know how it is, bro. You know, learn about the
will write it
Masons,
down,
all
yes.
that shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah.
when you kind of start in the journey, you know.
And also, if it's
I
his
actually
first time
think
to watch,
he was trying to test
Act
the
Nation.
waters. He was curious if
Yes.
how Aqu would respond to that.
He will
No,
really.
I think he's being genuine. I think he really just came on the show, and
That's correct.
And I believe
But
like
the thing is,
like the brother just said, he's as fresh to that the truth pill thing. So you can hear it in what he's saying. Like he's not
yes,
saying
he's
nothing
still,
bad. He just didn't.
he's
He
still
just don't know
boxing the
what the
red
show's
blue
about.
pill.
Yeah.
Mhm. He needs to dip in, maybe watch a couple more shows, maybe for a week or a month, because I started watching Act Nation back in 2020 during the height of the pandemic scare, and I joined the panel last year.
Fuck, I wish
So I already know what you guys are talking about. Yes.
I mean, he's right about some of them. Some the high profile ones, you know, that's
Yeah, I believe that too.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
what
that.
they use. And you know how it is with those high profile ones. They'll be interviewing, the crisis actors that so called had people lost. You know,
subscribers. There's like 3 people.
The local news is more
And like you said,
trustworthy.
it'll go on for weeks, and then it's something tied to gun legislation. Oh, we're trying to get rid of assault weapons. Always.
Yeah. And one of them crisis actors, they're always like pretending like they're crying when there's no tears, and then they always say something like, "We need to get rid of Gaza."
Real shit. Real shit.
But you can't just auto hoax. You can't just assume every single motherfucking story.
Yeah, that's
I
why
mean, like what I'm
that's
saying.
why I believe that's why I believe you was right when you said he's fresh to this, like the fresh
Yes.
to the red pill or
And
the
guys,
truth pill.
take it for what it's worth. The local news is slightly more trustworthy than the national coverage, because these guys, they want to make it seem like the crime is down. So there's no incentive for them to up it more.
Yeah, I mean the
To
same
put
people
it in
still
more.
own it all, but yeah, I mean, hey, I see your coach Red Pill. So did y'all already cover that, man?
No, I'm
No,
trying
not
to I'm trying to let Ack get get it, and I think he's ignoring it, but maybe later tonight let's tell him
Yeah.
because Gonzalo Lira, yes, he got killed by the the Ukraine Biden coalition for telling the truth.
He's crazy thinking he could just go over there and you know and just talk
No,
shit. They don't play over there.
Yeah, but he's living in Ukraine. His wife is Ukrainian. His kids are part Ukrainian,
Well, he's
and he
living in the
loves
ground
Ukraine.
now.
Yes, but the thing is, he just went out exposing the cokehead and his puppet masters. So rest in peace, Gonzalo Lira.
Yeah, I think it's fucked up, man, no doubt. But man, he should have known. He was really outspoken.
And he's a U.S. citizen. They're ignoring what happened to him. He got tortured and killed inside a dungeon in Ukraine, which is Nazis. These people are Nazis. The real Nazis are in Ukraine.
Yeah, I seen that. They still got the Nazis over in Ukraine, the real ones.
He did put out a lot of misinformation. Though. R.I.P. to him.
Yeah. I don't agree to everything.
Shit.
Yes, I don't agree to everything he said, but that part that got him unalived is true though.
Where did he really even pick up speed? Just talking about game and how to mac hose. That's pretty much how he really grew, right?
Not really about that. It's about being a young adult, and then when he told about the stuff when his 7-year-old son almost died because of a sickness, and then he opened up about why do people believe in God back then? Why do they build the churches? Is the belief that someday after we're all dead, there's still a chance for us to see.
So what exactly was he incarcerated for? What was the charge? Was the charge some kind of treasonous charge for talking shit about Ukraine? What exactly? How'd they get him in that cage? What was the charge?
It's something similar to that. The charge is like conspiring with Russia, like he's an agent to Kremlin, something like that.
Oh yeah, them commies, they always do attack you as a spy if you disagree with fucking. That's like their method. Like it hasn't changed since the 20s, the 1920s.
Christians are soft targets. Gonzalo Lira, I don't think he's Christian. He is a Catholic. But he's always saying that he doesn't believe in God. That's what he's always saying. I don't agree. That's why I'm telling you, I don't agree to everything that he said, but he says, but he got killed for BS reasons, and the United States government let him die in prison, being tortured inside a dungeon.
Will said Ukraine is literally a fascist state. I don't know about that, man.
I think it is.
How is Ukraine a fascist state? If anything, it's a commie state, and it's led by a small head. I mean,
yeah, probably commie.
And how they just locked up dude and he's dead. That's some commie shit, man. That ain't no fascist shit.
Yeah, that's some commie shit.
Gonzalo called it. He said it when he's unsuccessful crossing to the neighboring country. He's dead, and he died a couple months later.
Yeah, Locke just dipped unannounced.
I'm telling you, he probably had the baby. He probably having a baby now.
Oh, she's due like any moment, any day.
Yes, sir. He said it's supposed to be like another week, but it could take it to another week, but who knows?
He would just leave this shit on too.
Hey, we got the show, guys. Chat, what you all talk about?
Yeah. What should we? What's a hot topic? The border wars. Got some states wanting to secede.
I'm riding with Texas.
I just caught the gist of that shit. What is it? It's something about 25 states. They just want to send like people to the border to wrap shit up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it's the beginning of something good, you know?
Hey, we thought you had the baby.
Yeah, Ak, you're muted.
Hey, yeah, I don't know what's going on right now. We'll see, man. But y'all can keep talking if y'all want, man. If y'all want to keep going, y'all can keep going while I figure out what's going on over here.
Hey, Ak, we let William go and watch the show for a couple more
He's a nut,
episodes.
man.
He's just going to do some. He's a glider that means well. He's just going to do some training and then get up with us in like a month or so. He'll return a Jedi.
Because Ak, he jumped.
Hold on.
Let
me just do this for a second. Let me just do this right quick.
Y'all still talk about this dude?
If you want to come up, man, come up right now, man, because I got to go upstairs for a minute. So if you want to come up right now. If the link is in the description, if you want to come up right now, because I'm gonna have to go upstairs for a second to see what's going on.
Let him go up next time, Ak.
Yeah, if somebody could come up and brief us on this border situation. People been talking about that shit everywhere with the 25 states wanting to send resources to the border to stop the flow. That's the hottest topic.
Yeah, I gotta find something better to talk about. Whatever, man. But whatever. I'll be back shortly.
Maybe they're gauging if
What happened to Ark?
Oh, he took off, man. He said he's gonna be gone for a minute, man.
So it's just us good? Okay,
yeah.
What we talking about?
See, if only we could roll the clips, you know what I'm saying? We'd be all right.
I know. If we had some kind of control over that shit, yeah.
I think you can do you can get a YouTube video and then present. I think you can do that.
How the fuck you do that?
StreamYard. Are you connected on your phone or your computer?
My computer, but I mean, I'm just a guest here on StreamYard, right?
You can. There is an option to present. There's a mute button, start cam, settings, and then present. I think you can.
Oh shit.
Get a YouTube video and present if you want to talk about something.
Yeah, I think our option's probably for like YouTube. We on StreamYard.
Let me try. Can you guys see?
Nah,
I don't see shit.
I don't see none.
All I see is this person about to hop in a car.
Me too.
I will say one thing. That was some crazy shit. That one clip he was showing before all this. That so that lady, she stabbed her husband or boyfriend 100 times and no jail time.
That shit was wild.
Yo, what the fuck was that about? That's insane, man.
Then they said she said she's crazy or
Self-defense.
something.
Self-defense.
Was it a self-defense claim?
Then they said she thought she's crazy or some shit, or like mental or some shit. I don't know. I forgot.
Yeah, hot fire, man. He's the man. He's over here shitting on religion and shit. So does anyone here watch any of Tariq Nasheed's shit?
Was cartoon?
Or just him, man. I'm not gonna lie, I listen to some of his shows, man. It's just funny as shit. The
I used to
claims
watch
he
him.
makes, man, it's fucking outrageous, man.
I used to watch him. I don't watch him no more. I used to.
I didn't realize it didn't hit me. It didn't hit me till like, I don't know, like last week. I realized that Akko's, so hard or whatever. But so according to Tariq Nasheed's like rhetoric, like Akka is what he would what they would consider a tether, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what exactly? I still don't understand that word. So is a tether just somebody that disagrees with like reparations and FBA's inventing everything, or is it like does it mean like the African like immigrants?
That's something I asked. Oh, he's more African.
So when Tariq Nasheed talks about tethers, he's talking about the Africans, right?
Yeah, he's talking about definitely like Africans and African Americans and or descendants from Africa or whatever the fuck. He's on the same shit that what's his name's on Umar, Dr. Umar.
Oh, okay. Carlotta said tether was a tether is what is Tariq Nasheed and his followers. That's their terminology for African born people that just disagree with the whole FBA shit. They always call them and fucking talk about FBA's foundational Black Americans, saying that they don't deserve reparations and shit like that.
I've never heard anyone explain what FBA means.
Foundational Black Americans. So according to Tariq Nasheed, man, his rhetoric is pretty out there, man. He claims that that foundational Black Americans were here before anyone else.
Wait, hold up. Tariq Nasheed made this shit up?
Yeah.
Nah, he didn't make it up. He's just part of it.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Just a pusher.
Yeah, he's just part of it.
But he claims that they pretty much like built America. He'll always say he says it word for they built it from scratch. Claims that FBA's built America and that they invented damn
shit.
And I mean he claims that they invented damn near everything, and I mean everything. I'm talking electricity. I'm talking aircraft, jets. Yeah.
Yeah, some man's gonna say we invested everything.
Do you guys think he
we
believes,
probably invented
he
some
believes
things,
that?
but we probably invented some things, but if
Not everything.
any some man, we say we invented everything. I'm being honest with you. We say we invented everything. I don't know if it's true, but I know we invented some things, but asking any other some man, they're gonna say we invented everything.
Yeah, I want to go to his
I
museum.
believe that. I think he's just saying that to get the stare and to get clicks.
It really exposes the insecurity.
Oh yeah, he's a bullshit. He's definitely bullshit.
Yeah, people call in to contest him like on a daily basis. He just mutes them and kicks them off as soon as they start cooking, you know.
Yeah, him and Dr. Umar, all these dudes on the same shit, polite. I'm not saying some of these dudes don't have like a little message because that's what they're doing. That's what black people do. We know how to finesse. So sometimes we're gonna give you a little bit of truth, but we're gonna give you a little bit of bullshit too. So we can keep you aroused, keep you going, keep you feeling like you're a part of us. Oh yeah, telling you bullshit stories and we got you hooked, so you're gonna always come back and give us. We'll scam the shit out of y'all. Y'all still give us money. Y'all still give us money after we scam the shit out of y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. When I first discovered Dr. Umar, this is many years ago, 6-7 years ago. When I first discovered him, I'm not gonna lie, man. I kind of fucked with him because, I mean, obviously not with the anti-glider shit, but he was talking about that, you know, the whole, you know, with his experience as like a principal and a psychologist and shit. Because I was one of them kids, you know, that they like put on Ritalin and all that ADHD medication and stuff when I was younger.
Same.
Yeah, and I look back on it and I know that was, you know, evil being perpetrated on me basically, and you know, my parents not knowing any better. And so when he was talking about a lot of that shit, man, he was actually preaching some real shit. I mean, he's wrong about gliders just wanting to put all the sons in prison. That's bullshit. But I don't know, man. He was saying a lot of good shit about, hey, man, they you know, there's no test for ADHD. They put you on that medication. You know, it's almost like a Schedule 1 narcotic and all this shit. And, you know, he had me thinking that stuff maybe fucked with my mind when I was younger, you know. Definitely, he was saying some good shit, but now he's just, you know, back on that. The pro blackity black.
But like I said, man, we'll give you a little bit of truth, but we're gonna give you some bullshit too to keep you hooked, keep you coming back. We always want people to be like, word, or like you're a part of us. And once we got you hooked, like, oh shit, this motherfucker believe that shit, then we're gonna keep on feeding you more bullshit, a little bit more truth, a little bit more bullshit, a little bit of truth. It's just a game, man.
Do you think like him and Tariq, right? Obviously two race hustlers, but do you think it's to the point where I mean, I obviously know it's a hustle. I know, you know, Tariq Scott, I think he said like he admitted to having like a $6 million net worth. Do you think these people are just flat out agents? I mean, just straight up agents, just paid behind the scenes to just
some of them
cause it? Because Tariq knows, I know damn well that he knows the shit that he's saying is not true. He knows that. You know what I mean? Without a doubt, you know, and tries to spit it all. And anytime anyone calls in and mentions the Juice Crew at all, even the slightest mention, he immediately downplays it and kicks that person off. And, you know, he just gives them that free pass, basically, you know?
No, definitely. Like, it's like, especially in the black community, we use people like LeBron, like actors, like anybody that's got an influence over the black, that's the person we're gonna use to tell whatever propaganda or bullshit that we want the black people to know or follow.
And do you think Umar's good? And do you think Umar's trying to build that school? Is Umar really trying to build that school?
The school's built already, but he's not trying to put it together. No way.
So is the whole thing bullshit? I mean,
the whole thing's bullshit. Listen, right?
Just like the Brown school.
No, the whole thing's bullshit, right? It's this kid, right? Go look this kid up, right? I was fucking reading about him, like follow him. His name was King Randall, young kid. Yo, this kid was like 18 years old when he started. Like he felt like he wanted to help, like it wasn't enough color shit like black kids or whatever. He just wanted to help any young teenager or kids that was having problems at a young age. Mind you, this kid was like 17, 18 years old. Went out with his moms, started like they bought a house, started getting kids like a group, made like a group home, teaching kids how to change tires, do all this crazy shit, like fix cars, like little mechanical little shit. Next thing you know, this kid built a school. on his own. And he was getting donations and everything from private donors and shit. But he did this shit like right there and then. And Umar has been talking about this school for like 7. Come on, man. That's crazy. No way, no how.
Have you guys seen the back and forth between Whitlock and Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah, I've seen that shit.
The comments I'm seeing is Stephen A. Smith annihilated, body bag Jason Whitlock. But the thing is, he can't dispute the facts that Whitlock are telling on his videos. Like for example, Stephen A. Smith said that he never played in college, but he said one time he played one game, but his points average is 1.5 points per game. How can you average 1.5?
That's less than me.
If you play one game. No, KB, let me finish. How can you average 1.5 points per game if you only play one game? So he's just a plant. He's a plant. That's what Jason Whitlock is saying. He's a plant, as well as
he's an absolute idiot.
Have you guys seen this guy? He's being pushed towards conservative-leaning people on social media, on YouTube. Patrick Bet-David, the Iranian Christian guy, so-called Christian guy.
Yeah, I like that dude.
I think me too, but I think Jason Whitlock is onto something because he just blew up like that overnight. I think he is also a plant, just like Stephen A. Smith.
He could be, but he's been doing his thing for a long time, like business.
For a long time, I know. But the thing is, I think I will let Whitlock cover that, and then let's just talk about that when he gets there.
Hey, Barak, if you're back ready to roll, is that school, the Frederick Douglass Academy, is that ever going to happen? If that doesn't happen, that's the biggest finesse that I've seen in a while. I mean, he's got how many million for it?
Nah, Black Lives Matter was the biggest finesse.
Black Lives Matter already set the bar.
Yeah, I'm about to see Black Lives Matter reset that.
Oh, I guess I just mean like one man just trying to work towards it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Well, I don't think that school's gonna start. I went to Roots Activity Learning Center in Washington D.C. and that school opened in the 70s, and it was the same thing with Umar trying to do, Afrocentric school, in an old abandoned building. And Mama Thompson, her name Mama Thompson, she opened that school in the 70s, and it's still open today. I showed it on the channel plenty of times. Salute to IA, man. IA says most of the Sun inventions were improvement to concepts created by gliders. Some were hand-me-downs like birth control. It was credited to Sons, but gliders didn't want to be blamed for something so bad. Well, all cultures had some form of birth control. Japanese had a very effective form of birth control in ancient Japan. Africans had certain herbs you could eat to expel the baby. It was very common in ancient cultures. Now we have the thing where you just go in and extract the baby with surgery, which is very clinical, but
satanic,
horrible.
Yeah, it's like you go in and murder the baby. But the old ways, it would just naturally, they would have certain type of herbs and stuff, that concoctions and stuff that they would drink. Salute to Hot Fire though. He said, "Yes, I spent 20 to troll you." I guess he's talking to William. I caught it. This guy's logic train is inconsistent at best. I'm not interested in debating him for free. He'd have to pay me to debate him. Also, Christian in the Bible was a derogatory slur.
I'll debate Hot Fire. Jesus was real.
Okay, let me
Hot Fire. Let me just tell Hot Fire this, if you can, please. Hot Fire, if you're listening, God bless you.
Okay.
Amen.
Let me get back to regularly scheduled program. You guys had a tough time, man. I gave you guys like 30 minutes, man. If it would have been if Wicked would have been up here, man, Wicked would have fucking Wicked would have held court, man.
We are
boy,
glad that Prince Akatunde has returned to his throne.
you guys are
Yes, if Wicked here, he will pick it up like he's a fruit picker, right?
Oh my God! Wow. Wow. Let's see. Well, oh yeah, I wanted to go to New Orleans. Oh yeah, no, let me do this story that I said I was gonna do, man. Yeah, I gotta start doing the stories that are on the agenda, man.
What's the update on the 10-year-old who got attacked? What are they going to do to that terrible woman?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The 10-year-old glider girl. She was slammed against the counter.
Oh, when it's an update, I'll tell you. I haven't seen nothing about it. First they called black folks lazy and on welfare. Now they throw a fit every time we get a job. Man, talk about hyperbole. Like.
That's not what Plies said.
What Plies said?
Mom was talking about the immigrants and he's like the jobs and all that shit.
Man, Plaza's just tether babbling, according to my man Tariq. He's tether babbling.
I wonder if any of these Sun people in this photo, like in the back of their minds, like maybe just one of them is like, "Oh, this might really end badly."
Here's my thing. If this guy was in the Air Force or something, and he was hired just because he passed all the stuff, I'm fine with. I think people are afraid. People see like all the diversity hires in other fields, right? Like the Harvard president, all of these mayors and district attorneys and, superintendents and things like that. They see all these diversity hires in these other fields and they see how terrible. I mean, there's literally not a black woman that holds office in this country that's not like been
corrupt.
No, I mean not corrupt. I'm talking about like some kind of scandal. It don't even got to be corruption. Some kind of scandal this year, right?
Yeah.
All of them have been in a scandal. Like literally every one of them. Well, they've quit under. They've quit while they were under fire or something, or under a cloud of, But yeah, these diversity hires don't work in other fields. So when they saw that United Airlines was going to start recruiting its next group of pilots from HBCUs, and they were going to try to make 50% of their new pilots women and people of color, people have a right to be alarmed.
That's some scary shit.
Because what if it's just like now think about this. 95% of the pilots now are white men, right? So a logical person would say that the next batch of pilots would be somewhere around there, maybe 96, 94%, 93% white men. If you're going to force it and make it to where that next batch has to be 50% white men and 50% women and people of color, then, I mean, you have to first not only exclude some people, you're going to have to exclude a whole lot of white men because only 50% of them can make it. But the other 50% got to come out of that group that was usually 5. So you're cutting the 95 down to 50, and you're making that little 5%. You're going to expand it into 50%. That's a recipe for disaster.
You heard about them lowering the test score requirement for the air traffic control test, right?
And that's even a more important job because a pilot, he kind of controls one plane. I mean, he can't fuck up other planes, but air traffic control. I mean, you're in charge of dozens and
Thousands
dozens.
and thousands. Yes, thousands
I
and
think
thousands of
it
life.
was like kind of a running gag that like they hadn't had a Sunman air traffic controller forever. I don't know. Like that was a thing, right?
I see why they had to do it though. My 2 degree from Community College of Baltimore County back in the day was in air traffic control. They make you take that. That test is 8 hours long, and it is hard as fuck, man. It is hard as shit. I barely passed. So I see why they had to lower the fucking.
Oh, so you have a degree in air traffic control?
Yeah. I never became a controller though, man.
Did you study it in college, or did you just take the test after like reading a book or something?
No, it's a 2-year degree. You gotta get a 2-year degree in aviation, and then when you're finally done the whole 2-year degree, you take the ATSAT test, the air traffic test, and you can only take it one time in your life. You fail that bitch, you're toast. I got a 71 on it, which means I barely passed. You got to get a 70 to pass, and with my 71.
Damn.
I would have got hired at a low level facility, not making much, because the average controller makes 6 figures easy. But yeah, I can see why that test was so fucking hard. It tests your ability to multitask, and you're playing like video game type shit. So I see why they had to lower it. I mean, it's fucking hard as shit. But they did
That's
it
already
That's crazy.
70 is already a very low threshold, but that just tells you how difficult the test is. If it has to be that low, even
I'm not that
fighters.
sharp either. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey man, if you can take that test, you're pretty sharp, man. Salute to IA. Says Atlas Flight 3591 couldn't fire him, plane crashed. Atlas Flight. I don't know about this Atlas Flight. That's news to me, man. Oh, that happened a few weeks ago. Oh, Atlas cargo plane. It was a cargo plane. From
yeah, those things go down.
Wow.
Yeah, the aviation shit is scary, man. I'm telling you, it's some scary shit, man. You guys have all flown, man. Man.
I'm saying, bro, I was saying this a couple weeks ago when it first came up. I was like, this is terrifying.
Yeah,
How
you
many
cannot
stories
fuck
get me
around with that
scared?
shit, man. I'm telling you, with the maintenance, the air traffic controllers, there's not a single aspect that you can fuck around with that industry. You cannot. You got to look at it like neurosurgery and shit, man. Like you can't fuck around. I'm telling you, man.
That's crazy.
I mean, the plane could fall out of the sky and just land on a neighborhood, kill hundreds.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, hundreds.
That's crazy.
It's nothing like neurosurgery because a neurosurgeon is just dealing with that one person. And you're a pilot, you might have 200 people on the plane.
I just mean like the attention to detail, especially the maintenance, man. Because I was also air crew in the Navy too, man, and since everyone gets paid like shit in the military, they fuck around and slack on the maintenance too, and we had shit go wrong all the time. The plane I flew on, we'd have to bag an engine going out all the fucking time, man. I'm telling you, yeah, that was normal, and I'm telling you, man, that's just one industry. You pay all this money to take that vacation to Miami, next thing you know, you go down in fucking Arkansas.
Not only that, but there's very little oversight. Like there's no one keeping tabs on the airline's fucking maintenance other than the airline.
Hey man, you gotta speak so they can hear you, man. Like at some point, man, you want them to hear what you're saying, right? Yeah, man. You sound like you literally got like a mouthful of oatmeal, and you got like a
It's like in the fish tank. It's like in the fish tank and shit.
Yeah.
It could be my microphone might be kind of trash.
Nah,
I'll
it ain't
blame
your
it on
mic,
that.
man. I promise you, it's not your mic. Let me see this plane. This what was this? This was what was this? Flight 3? What did they say? Flight 3 something? Oh wow, yeah, over Texas. Flight 3591. So he was a diversity hire. Wow. 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 Um, wow. He
I
was
like
just
how this person categorizes throwing a fit as worrying about safety.
They're not just discriminating against gliders either. I knew a dude in San Diego. He was Japanese, right? He was trying to do the flight program. He got denied because a son got the spot.
wow. That's crazy. Wow. This is terrifying. So yeah, how we were treated. This is black folk, man. Talking about how we were treated.
You, where are you going? Me have pass, Massa. Me and the picnic. We are going Unity Pen.
Oh, look at the little one. Isn't she pretty? John, what's her name?
Tell your mistress the name of your child. July, Massa. Sister, this will be an education for you. Look at the legs, Carla. Like tree trunks. Feel the muscles. Come on, she won't bite. There are some in England that say it should be done. Come, let's get out of the heat.
Oh, but look how adorable the little one is.
Bring her then, if you like.
What? Can I?
Of course, if she amuses you. She'll be taken from the mother soon enough anyway. It will encourage her to have another.
Massa,
me have
pass.
We are going market.
Well, I suppose if I am to stay on this island, I could train her to be my lady's maid.
They aren't very bright, you realise.
Please, Massa, no. Yes, I'll take her.
Right.
No, Massa, she's so smart.
Quiet.
Massa, no, please. Please, Massa, no.
We all
She's so smart. Massa, please.
Yo. This is like, it's like slave porn. It's like
Executive producer Shlomo Shekelberg.
Like who watches that? Who likes that stuff?
Black women.
Oh man.
To be real though, let's be real though. That is literally like these things played out. Now the problem with this is that they never talk about the other things that played out in slavery. Like they never talk about how, like, say this woman when she was captured, they'll never talk about how she was captured in Africa. Never talk about her life in Africa. This little girl's life is exponentially greater with this white woman than it it was in Africa.
You already know the context of the movie. That's not the context of the movie, I can assure you.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Like these things really did happen. Yes, you could get sold away from your parents, but the fact that you could have a child, like in Arabia, that child would have had to been half Arabian.
Sun stand man.
Yeah, the sons didn't have any jump.
That's a great point.
They cut off all the sons' jump, and this didn't happen all the time, but it could happen. Yes, it could happen, and these people were seen as less than. These white people knew that these people were captured by their own people and sent on like floating latrines over across the Atlantic Ocean. And these people will come from very primitive civilizations. So it's like, yeah, I mean, these things did happen. This isn't fiction. I could get you with the slave porn thing. Yeah, okay, yeah. But this isn't fiction. These things really happen. But this is all they want to talk about. They want to make it seem like the whole history of slavery is encapsulated in what happened on the Americas once the white man after Columbus. Well, really, that's probably if slavery was a year, this slavery post Columbus slavery by white men is literally a minute.
The modern times, yeah.
Yeah, it's a minute of a whole day worth of slavery. Because slavery has been going on since the first tough guy encountered another weaker guy. Right, made him a slave. So yeah, I don't have a problem with this as far as like being accurate, but as far as like like beating people over the
It's
head with
incomplete.
Yeah, well, in the context of her clipping it and putting on some kind of, I don't know what the title of what her caption was.
Yeah, I just want y'all to be careful. Everything's not a conspiracy, man. Everything's not a conspiracy, man. Like
Most things
some
are.
things really happen. Nah, not even most things, man. Listen, man. As a son, like think about it, right? When I was a kid, right? When I was like 15, between 15 and 18, we probably robbed street robberies. I don't want to put a number on it because it was a lot, right? Let's just be conservative. Let's say 30, right? That I was involved in, right? And that was nothing compared to other guys that were using guns, doing all this stuff and breaking the people houses. That were
Stabbing
doing,
motherfuckers
yeah,
after they
like,
rob them.
yeah. Like, you gotta understand, like, my co-defendant did 20 years in prison. In the last 2 years, I know one guy who committed a triple murder. He hasn't been convicted. Now he just was charged. He was arrested on the scene.
Real quick.
Hold on, let me finish though, man. Like I left y'all for 30 minutes. Nobody said nothing. Now I'm talking and you won't cut me off. And then and then 6 months ago, another friend of mine, he was killed with two of his brothers. And that's just me. Like, these things really happen. Like, all the dudes that I know that got killed, I never been like in another city or something. Like, oh shit, hey y'all, guess what? Remember so that got killed? Nah, he ain't get killed. He really right here. Like, niggas be dead. They be dead.
At no point did
Real
I
shit.
even
Facts.
imply, or I'm not sure why you got the idea that I think sun crime is a conspiracy. I never said anything
But
close
you think
to that.
glider crime is a conspiracy?
What do you mean by glider crime?
Whenever a glider does something.
No, we fuck up
No,
too.
I never said that either. Where are you getting this idea?
I'm
Crime
trying to
is a
understand.
rampant problem, increasing by the day. It's one of the real things that is happening that they're pretending isn't.
Listen, man.
There's the conspiracy.
Listen, man. I didn't have enough time to be as bad as I wanted to be. I didn't have enough time. My mom, I had rules, man. I had chores. I had to go to fucking school every day. If I wanted to hook school, I had to go to the school and then sneak out of the school. I couldn't just not go to school. I had
The same life.
I had to carry books. A lot of my friends, they come home with no books. They walk to school with no books. I was that kid
book bag.
walking to school with books and shit.
They have no book bag at all. No book bag at all.
Yeah, we carried
Just
them
come
in
to
our
school
hands
cool
and
as shit.
Yeah. My mom didn't let me have me with all the freshest clothes and shit. She all the the shirts with the guns on them and the rappers on them and the slogans back in the day. That was real big in the 90s and shit. And my mom didn't let me wear that type of stuff, man. She didn't pay hundreds of dollars for tennis shoes. Yo,
Your friends were the ones in the class that they didn't even have like a binder or nothing. They always had to borrow a pencil every day and shit.
Always had to borrow. Never had a pencil.
They could prepare it at all for none of that shit.
Remember the number 2 pencils? You had to have a number 2 pencil, man. And they never had it, man. They never had nothing, man. But listen, man,
that might have been a conspiracy back then too. That number 2 pencil. Like, what was the fuck I was about back in the day? They told us we could only use a number 2 pencil, and I asked like why? Because of the lead in this shit. Like what? Like
Yeah, I
only supposed
never
to use
seen a number 3 pencil. It was number 1 pencil. Shit.
I'm
But
surprised
whatever.
you fell into that kind of lifestyle though, because you're of African, like African man. Y'all are usually pretty squared away.
I'm from the islands.
That's
I ain't
not
African.
true. That's
I ain't
not
African.
true, man.
I don't consider myself African.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
I met 2 South Africans lately, and they are sharp as shit, man.
Listen, man. Africa that you see, guess who made Africa, man? Africans, man. So, like, I mean, what are you talking about, man? What the fuck are you talking? That's what I'm saying. Like, when y'all come with these conspiracy theories, and then you say something like that, like Africans are sharp as shit. Who made Africa?
No,
5% of immigrants is sure, but that's not who we're talking about.
Do you see
who made Africa?
These conspiracy theorists, man, with their are y'all starting to see like the chinks in their armor? Press 1, man.
But
to say something like that is like, if that's your logic,
I didn't say
you
that.
basically discounted every other thing you said.
I'm the conspiracy guy, right?
I'm not
everybody. Not just you. He is too.
So I'm the only one on here that's just met someone from Nigeria or somewhere else that actually is pretty damn sharp compared to the African American. I can't.
No, they're smart. Listen. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they kind of intelligent people, but they stick to they're still stuck in the Stone Age right now to this day. Like if you see an African guy right now on IG or whatever, you see them building like a stone car or making like it's like they're still stuck in. I'm not even joking around. Like I seen a little kid the other day. He made a stone car with bricks. I swear to God, with bricks, a BMW, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, he's probably intelligent to do that, but they're not intelligent to make a real car. You can make a brick car, but you can't make a real car.
Flintstones is white though.
Yeah.
Why are we even having this conversation?
No, because I was just sharing again. I met 2 South Africans lately. Man, these dudes had an extensive vocabulary. They were fucking smart. They weren't fazed by the N-word because someone at this party was drunk, joking around, said it. They didn't give a fuck. They're like, man, we don't care about that shit. These dudes were fucking smart. I'm telling you, man. I love these dudes, man.
Dudes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you saying there's no smart son?
But that's
all due
respect. That right there. Hold on. That right there is. I'm not calling you a racist, but that's more racist than any racist thing. Because you're saying that like you're surprised that you met 2 South Africans. What I'm saying is that the totality of the population, they made Africa. Go to Africa. You know how you ever buy a shirt and you say, damn, this shirt is cheap as hell. And you look at the tag and it says made in China. You know what I'm saying? Like Africa was made in Africa, man.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm not taking a vacation there anytime soon, man. I'm just
yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's like, nobody's saying that everybody over here is a moron. We're saying that that's their best. That's the best they can do.
You're right, Ak. Even during slavery, they were smart slaves, Then, gliders would be like, oh, you could do carpentry, you could do math, architecture, But the rest of the sons, they're just in the field.
Yeah, I imagine they would teach them and would help them along to be more useful.
Those are the ones that invented everything.
Yeah, and invented things, yeah.
Those FBAs.
Let's see this system, man. Let me read the super chat. High Five says forced inclusion makes everything worse. I just want qualified people. I don't want critical positions filled using diversity quote. Yeah, I mean, even like think about it. Mom, being a mother is the most natural job. It's not like a job you gotta, your body makes you a mom. The fact that you have a uterus makes you a potential mom, right? Then you have sex with a guy and he busts a nut on the right day, and then nut. So there's no really like test or anything, right? All you have to do is be alive, right? And you can be a mom, right? Who's the worst stewards of children?
Joe Junior from last night.
Probably Shanika.
Sisters, yeah.
My personal
so-
favorite is Boone Shika.
So if that's the case, man, I mean, if they're the worst stewards of children, and that doesn't mean every one of them is a bad mom. So if you be like, man, I know this black woman, she's a great mom, and you're acting like shocked by that, like you might have some racist tendencies. But we know that most of them are going to be lacking in certain critical areas, you know what I'm saying, of parenting.
He came in here without that jacket on. Yeah, he did. Obviously. That baby just had a pamper on. That's all he got on. I can't. Yeah, don't do that. Somebody call police. No, what's wrong with you? Somebody call police on her. Get out that man's face, please. The fuck? You're crazy.
Why do that though?
The ass shake is
It's
part
a
of
language.
language. Yeah, it's a part of a language that encompasses verbs. I mean, words, sounds, and actions, and body movements. Seriously, like, man, it's all that stuff. You know, all the man, ooh, like it's part of all that, and that's very primitive. Shaking your butt like in response to something you don't like. She brought the kid in here. She brought the child in here naked with just a diaper on. And you know how cold it is nowadays. So he must have come from outside with no diaper on. Now he's in the store and these grocery stores are freezing with no diaper on. And I think they made her put this jacket on her jacket on the baby. And now they've started recording because, you know, it takes people time to get their phones up.
He came in here without that jacket on. Yeah, he did. Obviously. That baby just had a pamper on. That's all he got on. I can't. Yeah, don't do that. Somebody call police. No, what's wrong with you? Somebody call police on her. Get out that man's face, please. The fuck? You're crazy. What the hell? Somebody call police on her.
Call the police on her.
She understands the language.
But when you come in the store full of dress and your baby's not.
Brown sugar?
I got one.
You sell brown sugar? What's called police?
Oh shit! That ain't brown sugar, man. I shouldn't even wear no
It sounds like brown
bonnet.
sugar.
Yeah.
Somebody call the police.
For her.
That sounds a little like brown sugar. Somebody call the police.
That poor kid.
Oh, baby.
In a store full of clothes.
Right. Think about that. In a store full of clothes.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't never in your life do that, baby.
You think she did that for attention?
Who this woman on this thing?
No, I don't think she don't really care about that kid. To be honest, because she's dressed warm.
Her?
She's dressed warm.
No, the woman, the mom. She brought the kid
Nah, because you get in trouble for what she did. I don't know if she did it. Maybe she did it because she just don't care, man.
Yeah, she don't care. Look at her. Look how she's dressed. She's dressed warm. She's dressed warm as shit. The baby's doesn't have no clothes on.
The baby came in like this, and she had to. They made her put her jacket on the baby. So, and then she throwing frozen food on the baby and shit. It's like, yo, this is
That's
crazy,
not funny.
man.
That's not funny, yo.
You said she's
She wants some free clothes for the
This
baby.
is not funny.
Yeah, parading her kid around naked to get some free clothes.
Those kid cuisines are old as shit, man.
This shit ain't funny, yo.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't never in your life do that, baby. Don't give a damn. We run out there and that stove. You gotta stop and put something on. Hello. Hey.
This is wild. It's like the mother doesn't even care. She's like not even interested in what's happening.
Yeah, she's on her phone. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. These are the worst stewards, and listen, man. It doesn't mean that every single one of them is a bad steward. It just means if you get 1,000 of them, out of that 1,000 of them, it's going to be more worse stewards than if you had 1,000 Japanese or 1,000 Yugoslavian or 1,000 whatever. You know what I'm saying? Their number of worse stewards is going to be higher in that group. That's all that means.
The word I use is aggregate. I think
The aggregate. Hold it down from that right back.
Oh, what Ak was just talking about, though, the other racial groups putting more time into raising their kid. That's called, I think it's called the case select or case selective value, something like that. The East Asians have the highest case select, meaning that they give the most attention. They have less kids and give the most attention to them.
I can see that.
Is that here in America or in the West or in Asia too?
I mean, it just depends like what group. So sons are like lower case selective. So and then gliders in the middle. And the case select thing has to do so son babies, they have a shorter gestation period. They're able to crawl and walk before glider and tiger babies, right? So they develop faster in that way.
What about burritos? I feel like those are like the most family oriented people in the world.
I'm just talking like strictly genetics, I'll tell you one thing, man. If I saw some shit like that kid shivering like that, I'm calling fucking CPS. I'm snitching. I don't give a fuck. That's terrible, man.
If she saw you call, she
not real shit. Not real shit. I would have a problem with somebody calling the police on some shit like that because that's some fucked up shit, man. Fuck
kids
that
don't
shit.
kids don't ask for that shit, man. They don't ask for that kind of shit, man. At least he's kind of light skinned, man. He'll get his come up.
He gets licked back. Yeah, real shit.
Yeah, man. He'll break a few of them dark skinned shorties' hearts. You know what I'm saying? He'll get his come up.
Yeah, most likely gonna be with a white girl or Asian girl, definitely.
Is he gonna be in or out of the streets?
Yeah, Phil K said I've seen black women beat the hell out of. Yes, me too. I've seen son parents, man. Mainly the females. I've seen them just do shit like yank the shit out of their toddler's hand to keep walking, or give them kind of a slap on their mouth for saying so. I've definitely seen the harsh discipline of sons, man, and no doubt, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, that shit really don't work. That shit don't really work nowadays. Like probably like a few years ago or years ago, yeah, probably. But disciplining a child, especially these kids, these teenagers, or like these kids that's like not going into teens, like 12, 10. These kids are worse than I've ever seen in my life. Because when I was younger, I was like a into the streets kind of kid, but we was never like this. It was like if you was a son kid back in the days, and it was rare that you was a 12 or 13 years old and you was hanging around like real street guys. You'd be like one kid that was around every neighborhood. You'd be a rare kid. Now every kid from 10 to 17 will shoot you in your face right now and kill you, stand over you and shoot you.
Yeah, I kind of understand. So Aqua was saying that like I've seen his scenario that he was running down. I've actually seen that among some sons when I was younger. I've seen it where their parents are trying to, give them a curfew, like, oh no, you can't go play till you do that homework. I've seen that kind of shit. You know what I mean? But I guess, a lot of times it just doesn't have an effect. It just doesn't work,
It shifted in the 80s. That kind of shifted in the 80s because like that's when all that it used to be called DSS before they changed it to DF, whatever they call it now. DCF or whatever the fuck. It used to be DSS. But they used to put flyers up in school. This is like in the 80s when we was younger. Just put this shit up in schools, like flyers saying like if your parents hit you, here's a hotline, call, talk to your teachers. It was crazy. It was like a propaganda back then. They was just pushing it everywhere on TV, commercials, fucking flyers everywhere. And they was telling you if your parents hit you, call and your parents will go to jail or whatever the fuck. And it was like it was a change right there where parents were laxed, like they wasn't hitting their kids no more. The kids were using it against them, like, you hit me, I'm going to school, I'm telling my teacher. And no, real shit. That was some big shit back in the day.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of kids were getting away with that shit, and I think that's where the shift was, and it never came back to like kids being disciplined.
It never
in
swung
America.
back around.
Yeah, it never swung back
Will
around,
it ever
man.
swing back around?
Oh no, man! If they start putting motherfuckers in jail, if they start putting people in jail and doing fucking, I don't know,
And you guys, of course, know the stats too. And I mean, as I recall, a lot of my son friends when I was younger, they always just had that single mom. I mean, that single mom just didn't stand a fucking chance, man.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't. I'm like kind of like 50-50 with that because I'm from the islands, but I grew up more in America and shit, like more of my life in America. And because I came in when I was like fucking 2-3 years old, so I'm fucking Americanized. But my grandmother had 20 kids, and my grandfather and her were like she was Christian and shit. Like she stayed with this guy till the end. Like when she died, she kept the ring on, but she was never with him. Like this dude was living his life. He had other kids too himself. Like he had like this dude had an army. Like he had kids with so many different women, younger women. I swear to God, he was just he was one of them dudes. He was a dog, like a pimp, all that type of crazy shit. But my grandmother stuck with this dude till she just believed in that Christian shit, like never divorced. But she was by herself that whole time, taking care of all these kids, and she brought them to America, and all these kids became something, and she didn't have no fucking man, nobody behind her. It was just like it's just a conservative thing. In the island, they're just conservative. They're just on that shit like go to school, bust your ass, you have a family, get a family, whatever. Go to get a house and just live it off, whatever. Just work hard. That's all it is.
Are you from a country that was colonized by the UK?
Hell yeah, Dominica.
That's probably why it's a different form of colonization.
Is Dominican Republic still under? That's still under
Nah,
UK.
It's not Dominican Republic. It's Dominica. It's in the West Indies.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's right next to. It's right above Puerto Rico, next door to St. Croix, St. Martin, St. Vincent, and all those other islands. Trinidad,
And
Antigua.
the flag has the Union Jack.
It has a bird on it, parrot.
Oh, okay. Because some of those countries are independent now, aren't they? Isn't like Barbados?
Yeah. My grandmother's my grandmother, her father was from Barbados and shit.
Good luck with that.
I bet you vacation there, man. Them islands are fucking beautiful as hell.
Yeah, to go there, like my island, it's the number one nature island in the world. Like when scientists go fucking check on volcanoes and all that shit, because we still got like live volcanoes and shit. They go to my island and shit to go check shit. We got live spring like hot water, cool, all type of crazy shit all over the place. Black sand, beaches and shit. It's beautiful if you coming from the island. I mean, from America, but you living on an island. It's like you're poor. It's like the money
Yeah.
to fucking working in shit. Fucking $3. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I was
Probably like,
once in the Bahamas, and I rented a moped, and I kind of got off the beaten path, and I started to see some shit.
Yeah, it's still suns.
yeah, man, Jamaica, man,
Still
is
sunny.
probably the number one in the world. Crime rate, the highest crime rate in the world. Jamaica.
Really? Because people go on, and I met fucking like granola yuppie type gliders, man. They go on and on about how much they love Jamaica.
They just
Yeah,
secure
because
the resorts.
Yeah, because they go to resorts and shit. They don't go to the slums and shit. It's like going to Puerto Rico. When you hear people saying, we're going to Puerto Rico. Yeah, they go to Puerto Rico to the resorts. They don't go to the projects and shit. Because if they go to projects, you're going to see shooting all day and shit. That's like for anywhere you go. You can go to Guatemala, El Salvador, Mexico. Yeah, you're going to go to the nice spots. They're going to take you to the tourist spots, keep you away from the danger. But if you go to the danger, you have to be bribing motherfuckers all day not to kill your ass. No cameras. We in Puerto Rico, you can't even fucking take your cell phone out. These motherfuckers will kill you. Like, you can't take your fucking what? No. You want to buy some? No. You can't do none of that shit here, bro. It'll kill
Yeah,
you.
it is like gliders are like blind to that shit too. I got this Brazilian friend, man. He's always trying to, oh man, you got to come to Brazil. You got to come to Brazil. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to fucking Brazil unless I'm fucking strapped up like Rambo. Like, are you the shit that I hear about fucking Brazil? Holy shit.
No, I was only saying the tourist areas.
Yeah,
man,
he must
okay?
be. That's what I'm saying, man. He loves it so much. He must be in that fucking with favelas and all that crap. He must just be in the nice ass area, you know.
To be honest with you, man, everybody I talk to that's somewhere else, they always want to come to America. They just like they hear about America. I don't care how like my island is so beautiful. Anybody on this chat will go to my island. Trust me, the most beautiful island in the fucking world. But you go there, it's beautiful. But if you once you live there, you'll be like, fuck that.
Damn, homie in the
Fuck.
chat said Jamaica hit, what did he say? 2,200 deletions last year. What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
On
Every
an
year,
island
man.
that
Like,
size.
damn.
My God.
Every year, man.
What is
Every
that
year.
compared? What is that compared to ours? What's our total for last year?
I don't think it can compare.
Holy fuck! Anybody know what our total is though? At Ock Nation, we should all know. We should all know.
I think the on breach
Body
is
count.
number one.
Jamaica's a small island. Jamaica's not even that big. Well, Jamaica's not small.
Yeah, it's like
Jamaica's-
smaller than a
Yeah.
state, right?
But yo, it's bad in Jamaica, man. Like I gave my because my cousin, he's like married. They married to like they married into the Jamaicans and shit. So his father passed away, so he had to go down there and shit, whatever. I gave him like before he left, I gave him some shades and shit because he needs some shades, whatever. So I gave him some Versace shades. He was like, "What, bro? You trying to get me killed?" And I'm thinking he's joking and shit. He's like, "Bro, these people will kill me down there for these shades." I'm like, "God damn, some shades?" He said, "Yeah, bro. They will blow your brains out for some shades." I'm like, "Damn." I just gave him some regular fucking Ray-Ban shit. Like, man, be careful, man. I don't know what the fuck. Some
I wouldn't have worn
wow.
sunglasses at all.
That's crazy. That's crazy too, you know, because I'm a motherfucker that loves, you know, I love having my gold chain out. You know, I'm into watch. I mean, it's just so sad knowing if I live somewhere, you just gotta either not wear it or tuck that shit in, or even if it's fake, it'll get you killed. I mean, that's fucking nuts. He said he said Jamaica population 2.8 million. So damn, 2,200 casualties out of 2.8 million. Man, that's shit, man. Is Jamaica's independent as well, right?
I think is Jamaica in the. I think. Wait, let me see. I think
that happened in the last 50 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say the worst out of all of them is Haiti, though?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, Haiti's like Haiti. It's the same shit. It's the same shit because they both are like corruption with the government. Like it's the same shit. Like the government basically the governments are like basically like this. Well, with the right, with the left, they'll go pay the gangs in the streets. they'll let the gangs in the streets fight it out.
Well,
That's how they do political. They'll let the gangs in the street fight it out to see who wins at the end of the day, who got the power, and then that person becomes got the influence in the streets, and that person becomes president. It's just it's the same shit.
So
Same
like,
exact
well,
shit.
the obvious difference to me is that people travel to Jamaica for vacationing.
Yeah,
They at least have that level of security to have a tourist economy. Haiti doesn't
for
even have
revenue.
that.
Yeah,
No, Haiti does, because y'all gotta remember, man. Haiti, man, the Dominican Republic is part of Haiti, man. Because everybody try to put that little
How's that
hidden
work?
that
separate.
little
Separate.
yeah, they try to put that little line, a visible line. Like that whole island is Haiti, man. They just made it said that side that side just got conquered by the Spaniards, and they
Wait,
stayed there for
wait,
a
wait.
while.
So the
It's separate.
Dominican Republic's like footing the bill for these Haiti people, Haitian people?
Nah, they basically the
How are they
Haitians fought
connected?
the Haitian no, because it's one island. It's one whole island.
But it's
But
two
it's a
different
visible
governments,
line.
right?
It's one whole island. It's one island with a visible line in the middle of the island. And one side got conquered. The other side beat the conquerors that was on their side. The Haitians beat the French and whatever the other colonies, whoever colonized the island. They beat them off the island, but they destroyed their island. The crops, anything they're supposed to grow, and the soil, they destroyed their soil to this day. And the Haitians have to pay them back, but they end up getting them off their island. They're part of the island. The Spaniards took over that side, and they stayed there for a while. And the Haitians end up helping them beat them off the island, and they made that little bullshit. I don't know when that visible line came, but till this day, that visible line is there to this day.
so would you say, of course? So it looks like if you juggle countries with most homicides, El Salvador's first, then Jamaica's second. Do you think that El Salvador is just kind of like a anomaly simply because of the cartel activity?
The reason why I never try to count like El Salvador, like the Sunman, like the reason why I never try to like compare is because the El Salvadorians, they killing themselves. The Sun people of Jamaica, they're killing everybody. Your Chinese down there, your glider down there, we are killing you. It doesn't matter. It's no like when you go to El Salvador, you're not gonna see a lot of black people walking around El Salvador, or a lot of gliders just walking around unless they're on vacation. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like in America, like in Massachusetts, we have a lot of ambritos, but the crimes that they cause amongst themselves, it's never like you're never gonna see a Brito gang doing anything to a Sun gang anywhere around here. But their gangs, yeah, they like you see the Guatemalans going against the El Salvadorans, MS-13 going against 13th Street or whatever the fuck they call themselves all day long, but they're never gonna go against the Sunman. So that's why I never count that type of shit. Like they just kill themselves and
But you know
shit.
what? Just a few days ago, they have a bulletin board for like a
Yeah, I
warning
seen that.
for
I seen
people
that
to
shit.
going in Colombia. So they're killing Cheng Chong's son, gliders. So you be careful out there also. Um,
Yeah. Let me move along, man.
is your wife giving birth now?
Nah, 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 nah. Nah. Baby ain't here yet, man. Um,
I am
Pamela,
going to be a godfather. Okay, I'm going to be
huh?
her godfather. I'm a godfather too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Op Nation gonna be my baby's godfather. Yeah. Pamela, 18, raped and dismembered alive. Her mother wears a shirt showing her daughter's decapitated head. The
That's
guy who
wild.
did this is named Innocent Oseghale. So he's Nigerian. Nigerians always name themselves stupid shit like that. Good luck or blessing or some shit like that. They do. They do. Good luck is a common name in
Yeah, but
Nigeria.
you said stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
I'd
man.
just like to repeat that he dismembered her alive. Who does
Yeah.
that? She'd be screaming like that's horrible.
He appeared before a court in Italy to appeal his life sentence. Pamela Mastro Pietro, 18, disappeared on January 28th, 2018 in, oh shit, the fuck is that? Oh, okay, let's see what happened. In
Lovers quarrel.
Hold on. She disappeared in Macerata, Italy. His body was found her body was found dismembered the next day in 2 suitcases. A few days later, innocent Osigale was arrested. He met Pamela in Diaz Park and took her home, promising her heroin. Then he waited until she was under the influence of drugs to rape her. He then stabbed her with a knife before cutting her alive. Innocent Osigale was sentenced to life in prison on Wednesday with a security term of 18 years. So he got to at least do 18 years. And here's my thing. In sun areas, man, life would have different lives would mean different things. Like, for instance, if the governor of your state went and shot a homeless person in the head one night and he got caught for that shit, he would get arrested and charged with murder. And he would get sentenced to something dealing with that murder. In African countries or countries where it's homogeneous sun, that homeless guy's life doesn't mean as much as that governor's life. And that's some people from some places, they take that with them. So he would see her as a heroin addict, and her life would have no value because she's a heroin addict. So he probably didn't see her as a human being. He forgot that he was in a glider nation. His lust made him forget he was in a glider nation where every life is the same. Every single life is the same under law. Now, you might get a different sentence, but you're going to be charged with murder if you murder somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So he is now appealing part of his sentence, saying he did not rape the young woman before killing her. A successful appeal is likely to reduce the life sentence. Pamela's mother appeared at the hearing wearing a t-shirt showing her daughter's decapitated and dismembered body. Man.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, man. That's traumatizing right there, man. That's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
That guy, he came to a glider country and did that. That's bananas, man.
I'm surprised they got life in Europe.
Yeah, because they're so woke. Yeah.
Yeah.
The judge told my brother to do that in his case and shit like years ago, like the person that he shot. And the judge like hang the picture up in your room and shit. Hang the picture up in your cell so you can see the motherfucker you shot and shit.
Did he kill him?
Nah, he ain't kill him.
Okay. Damn.
He just didn't want to apologize, so the judge is like, "You don't apologize. You're gonna see this motherfucker every day. Put the picture in your cell."
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Shit. Yeah, man.
I think this video is fake.
Yeah, it's funny though. It's still funny. Still hilarious, man. This can't be real. That can't be, because his girl would have never stood for that. His girl would have never let him do that.
That's so sweet.
They doing some mean Taylor Swift AI, man. Taylor Swift she's
That's just wild, B.
She's like a fisherman.
That's just
man.
wild, B.
Damn.
That's just wild, bro. That's just
Oh
wild.
no! Now they're crossing the line.
Yeah, man, blacks, man. She getting blacks.
Yeah, that's just wild, bro.
Taylor Swift ain't coming back, man. Once you go black, you never come back, man, right?
Wow. They're wilding, bro. They're wild, dude.
The
It
Swifties
doesn't
are
really
upset
look
about
like
this.
Taylor Swift though.
The Swifties are upset, man. They're saying, man, they want people to stop this, man. The bullying, man. I think that was a bad mistake, man. That's only gonna make people make more. They should have just ignored this shit.
Yeah, Ox, speaking of sons attacking white women, I put a video in the back chat.
Okay. Oh God. Oh shit. All right, I'm gonna save that. That's a longer one. We're gonna do that another day, but I'm gonna save
All right.
that one. Wow. Shit, we'll have to do that another day, man. Let me go to New Orleans, man. It's a mass shooting in New Orleans tonight, man, or yesterday night. And of course, it was a false flag. The police just made the story up, man, so they could I don't know what why do they make the stories up again to gun reform, some shit like that.
Well, the first agenda piece is gun control, and then beyond that, you have privacy right erosion and things of that nature.
Okay, I got you, man. Okay, I got you.
Cameras on every street corner.
Let's see.
Alert Center, I'm Rob Krieger. Following breaking news at this hour, New Orleans police are looking for a man who cut off his ankle monitor. Take a look at your screen. This is Romilly Loring. According to ASAP Release, he recently escaped monitoring by the company. Matt Dennis with the monitoring company says Loring cut his court-ordered ankle monitor device off and is now wanted by the NOPD. Dennis says Loring is known to frequent the NOPD's 7th District. They say he has a warrant out for his arrest. If you see him, contact the NOPD or you can contact ASAP Release. That is the latest from the Alert Center. John, back to you.
All right.
Damn. They alerting you when the motherfucker cut off the ankle bracelet. Shit. That's bananas, man. Shit. This woman is 104 years old.
A Metairie woman has seen a lot in her life, from being born under President Woodrow Wilson to having a great-grandson potentially going to the NFL.
And today she shares her secrets to a happy and long life. Parker Boyd has her story.
It's a day Metairie native Elizabeth Thomas says she never thought she would see.
Happy birthday to you.
She's surrounded by her loving family, celebrating 104 years of life.
I just live from one day to another.
As Thomas celebrates new life, she remembers where her story began. She was born at a house in Clinton, Louisiana on January 25th, 1920. Woodrow Wilson was president.
I experienced a lot.
Thomas says growing up wasn't a piece of cake. After losing her mother at a young age, she had to quit school to work on a farm.
It was kind of tough, but still on. I enjoyed it because I had fun.
She would grow up to work as a caregiver.
She looked good for her age.
Provided for her 11 children.
I'm waiting for the racism, man. I'm waiting for all the QKKK chasing me down. That's why I clicked on this shit, man. I wanted to see what the fuck, the horror stories, man. Born in 1920. That's 35 years before Emmett Till, man.
Yeah, she had to see
horror stories.
Yeah, I want to hear about the dogs and the hoes and all that shit.
Dude, Martin Luther King was born in 1939.
Damn.
1929. She was born in fucking 1920.
It's incredible.
was born at a house in Clinton, Louisiana on January 25th, 1920. Woodrow Wilson was president.
I experienced a lot.
Thomas says growing up wasn't a piece of cake. After losing her mother at a young age, she had to quit school to work on a farm.
It was kind of tough, but still on. I enjoyed it because I had fun.
She would grow up to work as a caregiver. That's how she provided for her 11 children during the civil rights movement. Now she sits proud of the men and women they've become.
Teach your children what to do and how to do it. You had a lot of problems because I didn't have a lot of problems with my children.
You've probably seen her great-grandson Jaquan Jackson as a wide receiver for the Tulane Green Wave. She says she hopes to see him get picked in the NFL draft.
I want my children to make it up, not only mine, the other children. I like to see children improving.
Such a crime.
Oh, look at my boy.
If anything, that's what we know how to do. That keeps us going every day.
Thomas's grandson Larry says she's been the rock of his family and that her life lessons will resonate with him for the rest of his life.
Always have honor and integrity. Never to sell yourself short.
Mama, as she's known in the community, is loved by people all over her neighborhood. Her pastor, Astor's Eric Dixon.
Where was her husband? They didn't mention her husband in all this shit.
Yo, it's a good story, but I still didn't see none of the slave masters or the horses or lynching or like Jim Crow or segregation. I ain't hear none of that shit, man.
You never
Good
do.
night, guys. Going back to
Good
the rat
night.
race.
Good night, man. We never do when they just talking candidly. Now, if you want to we never hear that, man. They never talk about that. You know, she had fun, man, working on the farm.
Yeah.
Shit. Man, Jack. I don't know what we're gonna do with these people, man. Salute to her though, man. Salute to her.
Yes, salute.
Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. There's supposed to be a man shooting down here, man, the other day. Oh, here it is.
News to share with you. The NOPD reports a quadruple shooting overnight that left one man dead and three others wounded. They say it happened in Algiers near Greenspoint Drive. They're still investigating. It happened about 1:15 this morning when the NOPD received multiple calls of shots fired and a shot person at that location. When they arrived to the scene, they found a victim and identified that person as a man in a vehicle suffering from at least one gunshot wound. EMS was there and pronounced that person dead on scene. Two other victims, a man and a boy, showed up at a hospital and were treated for gunshot wounds there. Their injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. They also found another victim, another juvenile male located at Greenspoint Drive, transported that boy to a local hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators are still in the process of gathering evidence and information to identify the person or persons responsible for this incident, as well as a motive. This is what we know so far this morning. As soon as we receive more details into what's going on over here, we will share it with you online and here on Fox 8 News.
So that's their mass shooting coverage. That's their mass shooting coverage.
How you know that's real, man? How you know that's real?
All right, true indeed.
It's in Sunistan, obviously.
That didn't happen, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, they can just be telling us that. This might not be real though. They can just be saying that.
Yeah, some people could.
Well, in other news tonight, we had a
shooting phantom bullets.
Man,
that's why they miss so often.
Yeah.
Well, in other news tonight, we had a Baltimore County man that we told you about yesterday, assaulted and abducted after returning home from a casino. He has been freed by his captors. WNER2 News' Jeff Hager has Joel Edwards.
Just think about this, man. This is worse than anything that 104-year-old woman ever experienced.
Well, in other news tonight, we had a Baltimore County man that we told you about yesterday, assaulted and abducted after returning home from a casino. He has been freed by his captors. WMER2 News' Jeff Hager has Joel Edwards' reaction after surviving his ordeal.
Assaulted and abducted from in front of his Gwen Oak home on Wednesday night, 62-year-old Joel Edwards was considered critically missing. And a day later, he is considering himself fortunate following his release.
Hello, I'm Joel Edwards. I would like to thank everyone for all your prayers and concerns about getting me home safely.
Edwards bears the marks of a man beaten down in his driveway after returning home from Maryland Live Casino as his wife saw the attack unfold on her home surveillance camera.
He started yelling and screaming for me, so I ran out. I ran outside, but I couldn't do too much. I didn't have no shoes on. I didn't have anything on, and he was yelling for me, and he was yelling for them to get off of him.
Two people then forced him into a van, which police found abandoned later, and drove him away. Edwards' wife told us that police called her about midnight on Thursday and said that his captors had dropped him off here in downtown Baltimore near the Mitchell Courthouse. While the motive for the abduction is still under investigation,
I think it's robbery. That's what the police were saying. So I think that's what it is. My husband is a gambler, so I don't know.
I would like to thank everyone.
Edwards is thankful to be reunited with his family again.
I'm so grateful and blessed. I really would like to thank the Baltimore County Police Department, the TV news stations, the FBI, and Baltimore City Police.
Yo, if you're anywhere, right? Say you go to Tiffany's, right? The fucking you got a hot young lady that you really like her. You're thinking about popping the question. You pull up your car in front of Tiffany's, man, or K Jewelers or Jared's. And you get out and you go in the store, man, and you look at some diamonds, man. And you leave. Even if you don't buy a diamond. When you leave, man, you better look to see who's following you, man. Because this is huge since 2020, man. These follow home robberies. These guys just stake out expensive places, man. They
That's
stake
what
out casinos.
I always be a jeweler. I always be at this little jeweler and shit, and downtown Boston and shit, and like it's always like it's exclusive, like it's like exclusive and shit. Like mad dudes go there, like rappers, all type of shit, go get their jewel. But every time you leave there, it's like it's around the Glider neighborhood because downtown. It's the Glider. It's a commercial area, so it's a lot of glider shit going on. But you always see Sunman like a Sunman creeping around in a car, hunting or walking around because you know people will be coming around. It's a few jewelry spots inside the spot, so this be like hunting. Yeah. I was just there yesterday and shit. I'm like, I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah, man. People got to get hip to that, man. When you go to some expensive place, that's a reality, man.
Seems like you could just, if you are buying jewelry, you could just put it in your pocket, right? Like, why wouldn't people just do that?
It don't matter. You came out of the store. They think you got something.
Yeah, they see you come, they scoping you out. They see, and if you buy something, they might even send somebody in there to just fake browse.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Yeah, man. It's not like, it's just, man. See what I'm talking about? These conspiracy theorists and their logic, man.
Give me a break.
They're not the sharpest tools in the shed,
love of
man.
God, you think the Earth's flat? Like,
y'all not the sharpest tools in the shed.
I think it's flat too. I think Earth's flat too.
I agree. It is flat, but that's a massive conspiracy. Why are you against conspiracies? It's ridiculous.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just talking about y'all logic. Sometimes y'all say some of the craziest things, man. They be like, maybe that has something to do with that. They think everything's a conspiracy. Like, I don't think everything's a conspiracy. That's why the flat Earth thing is so real to me, because I don't believe in conspiracy theories. So it's like, for me to believe that, man, I feel like that's what made me like go so I was like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you a conspiracy theory, you think every damn thing conspiracy, it's like, well, whatever you tell me you believe, it don't mean anything because you believe everything conspiracy. Salute to Marcy, man. Marcy says, my grandma turned 87 on the 25th. Shout out to Grandma Marcy, man. Salute. 87 on the 25th. Yeah.
Damn, she's still young.
Well, if we're talking about local and national news stories, I really wouldn't mind if you labeled me. If you literally assumed if you thought that I assumed everything was a conspiracy, I wouldn't mind. It's the news. Fuck.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to show you guys the scene because it's still an active scene. The police commissioner was out here just a few minutes ago. You can see forensics is out here as
This
well.
might be fake.
But the commissioner spoke earlier. He said that just after 8 o'clock tonight, they got call of a shooting. They said that when they got here, they found 3 victims. They were all adult men dead here on the scene. And they said that there was another victim, a 4th victim, that walked into a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Now, the commissioner said that they believe that this whole thing started inside of a business. There are a strip of businesses here, and then it led outside. They said that they found 2 bodies outside and 1 inside. And again, there was another walk-in shooting victim as well. Now, of course, all of this is under investigation, but the commissioner spoke during a press conference. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I said the other day that I don't get frustrated, but I think the gun situation here in this city is frustrating to a point that like proliferation of guns on this scene, and just the fact it seems as if a lot of people are carrying guns than used to.
And back out here live. Again, the commissioner said that they found at least 1 gun here on the scene. On top of that, he didn't really give too many details about a suspect, but there are no arrests that have been made in this. But again, we have 3 dead here on the scene. We have 1 that's injured with non-life-threatening injuries at a hospital. And again, at last check, police have not made any arrests. So we're going to work to get more information about this. But for now, reporting live here in Baltimore, Kyrie Stewart, WBAL TV 11 News.
This is the shit you still see on Battlefield. This is the type of stuff you see on Battlefield. Like 3 people dead right there on the spot. Like imagine being like a cop and shit. You walk into crime scenes. 3 people dead right there. That's just crazy, bro. Damn.
And Baltimore's trying to play it off like they're fucking the guns fault. It's the guns fault.
Hey, hold on. We got a turn of events in the story, man.
Police are calling what happened in the 5200 block of Fairlawn Avenue last night an accidental shooting. 1 man was killed when a gun went off inside a mechanic's garage. When officers arrived, they found a man dead. He was shot in the chest. Police did take a person of interest into custody.
Oh, this is another one.
No charges have been filed.
Oh, this is another shooting in the garage.
This sounds different.
My bad. This is a different shooting at a garage in Baltimore. My bad. I thought it was up there.
This is something different.
Oh man.
When officers arrived, they found a man dead. He was shot in the chest.
Now this could be a conspiracy. 2, in the last few days, 2 shootings in garages.
At garages.
Yeah, this is the Masons, man. The Masons definitely behind this, man.
Police did take a person of interest into custody, but now no charges have been filed.
It looks like from what we know that it was an accidental shooting. The state's attorney is okay with us releasing that information. The person who committed the shooting was released.
Still, police say the investigation is active and ongoing. That shooting happened in the same block as a quadruple shooting that took place Friday.
Did he say the same block?
Yo, the same block, man. Oh my god, man.
This is crazy.
Yo, this one block got a hell of a gun problem, man. This is a gun violence problem with this block, man.
This might be a conspiracy.
Yeah, they gotta put like you know what they could do? They could put a basketball court on this end of the block and one on this, and just turn the whole area into a basketball and sell up midnight basketball league, man. Gotta fucking fix that shit, man.
But we saw the wire that the coaches of the game will be the drug lords. That's not great. It's not ideal.
Yeah, this is the big time drug dealers. Yeah, this. Oh my god, man! What the fuck?
And ongoing. That shooting happened in the same block as a quadruple shooting.
Would you get your car fixed around?
Fuck no.
If they was gonna fix your car for free, would you come around here, man?
Nah.
I'm good.
Yo, you talk about being bad for business, man. They fucking up the business, man. Nobody going over there, man.
Yeah, unless you call it bulletproof.
It took place Friday inside another auto shop. 3 men were pronounced dead. 2 of them were found outside on the street. The other was found inside the business. And the 4th victim walked to an area hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police told us then some type of dispute started inside the shop and spilled out onto the street.
However, we're not looking for anyone. We have everybody that we need for that case unless there's other witnesses out there that we don't know about. So if there's anyone out there that has any information, we need that.
Police say no charges have been filed in that case.
And both incidents occurred or started inside of one of the garages up there. And I believe they were next door with a couple of doors away. But no, I don't believe in coincidences, but that is two incidents in the same block. What it does tell me is there's a lot of guns in that block, just like there is in the rest of the city, unfortunately.
And Baltimore City Police tell us they will be paying more attention to that block, looking for illegal activity. Reporting from downtown Baltimore, Barry Sims, WBAL TV 11 News.
I wonder
first of all,
if he didn't want to piss off the Sista behind him.
I don't know what you mean.
The son sister behind the glider police chief. She's looking at him like maybe she's in charge.
But one of Maryland's most wanted now behind bars tonight after a year and a half after allegedly killing an Army reservist. And police say he put up a fight before they took him into custody. Thanks for joining us here at 7 o'clock, everyone. I'm Rick Ritter.
And I'm Nikki Zizaza. The U.S. Marshals Service and Baltimore City Police had been looking for Jamal Smith for more than 12 months. He was named a suspect in that shooting in a police news release January 3rd of last year. Now, WJZ is live at 7.
And Christina Mendez taking a closer look at that case and the operation that ended with Smith finally in handcuffs now. Christina, good evening.
Hey guys, well, U.S. Marshals do say that the suspect was found after tips and leads led them to a home that he was apparently hiding out in. And we do know Smith is accused of initially refusing to come out of it. Let's take a look at video of where this all played out earlier today. You can see here police had taken him into custody at the location in Baltimore City. The 32-year-old was wanted in connection to a June 2022 shooting that unfolded in downtown Baltimore. Smith is accused of shooting 3 victims. 2 men survived, but a 3rd victim, 25-year-old Ryan Harris, died. The 200th Military Police Command confirms that he was a U.S. Army Reserve sergeant working at the time as a member of the Computer Integrated Network section in Fort Meade. Those on the case hope that this is the first step in bringing closure.
Killed this young brother, man. He killed that young brother that was doing his thing, man. Piece of shit.
It's a really tragic event. Anytime you have a loss of life, it's tragic. But whenever that incident involves someone who's bravely served this country, it weighs a little bit heavier on the heart. And so we're hoping that this arrest brings some peace of mind to the families that are involved in the situation.
And I did speak with Harris' family earlier this evening. His father did tell me that they will not be talking about the arrest, at least at not this point in the timeline here, as the U.S. Marshals also add that the suspect Smith is also accused of being involved in crimes at the federal, state, and local level outside of this case. I'm reporting live from downtown tonight. I'm Chris.
Oh, wow.
Upon women through his job driving the nation's roads. Now authorities are asking other potential victims in Maryland to come forward.
As WMAR2 News' Jeff Hager tells us tonight, they aren't letting the death of a suspected serial killer end their chance to close other cases that have gone cold.
Before he died a natural death, just a few months into his life sentence, Gary Artman was convicted in the murder of 29-year-old Sharon Hammock, more than 2 decades after her death in Michigan.
She finally gets to be laid to rest. Exactly. She deserved that after all this time. But that monster took.
The same familial DNA, which led to Artman's arrest in that case, helped Maryland bring charges against the long-haul trucker for dumping the body of 24-year-old Dusty Shuck near a Frederick County rest stop back in May of 2006. By his own words, Artman says he primarily targeted sex workers. And he confessed on his deathbed to 11 murders in total, but had suggested in the past there may have been dozens of others.
Due to Artman's employment as a truck driver, our investigators know he had a transient lifestyle and he traveled throughout the country, and Maryland included. At some point during a conversation with Artman, he even suggested that he spent some time in Hagerstown.
After Artman's arrest a few years ago, authorities also found a collection of women's undergarments in a storage unit that he had rented in Florida. Trophies of his encounters, if not crimes, that could still tie him to other unsolved murders or sexual assaults. Anyone with information that could aid in the investigation.
Dudes back in the day, man, they had it. They lived in a different time. There wasn't cameras everywhere. Everyone didn't have a camera in their pocket. Everyone didn't have a phone in their pocket. These guys were just, if you was a dirty motherfucker like this in the fucking 70s and the 80s, man, you could reign. You could put up numbers, my G. Like Samuel Little. You know what I'm saying? Wow. This guy was a fucking piece of shit. Diva, despicable motherfucker. God damn.
He looks like a killer.
Yeah. Hot Fire says, the media is hilarious. When the shooter and the victims are mostly son, it's a targeted shooting. Propaganda. Well, you know what, though? I think they got to come up with another term, like, because it usually is over arguments. A lot of son shootings start as arguments or disagreements or dust-ups. So you are like shooting the person for a reason. Like you're aiming,
Trophies of his encounters, if not
you're
crimes.
aiming at a certain person. They just got to come up with a better way to say it. But I get what they're saying. Yeah, it seems like follow homes become more common when sons realize you will get a slap on the wrist for burglarizing gliders and rich sons and tigers. Tigers get it bad with those follow home robberies, man. They get it bad. Let's see what's going on out here, man. And what we at 3? All right, man. Let me see one more story, man. See, because sometimes there'll be news and I don't get to it. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Everybody who has not hit the like button, please hit it right now, man. Please hit it right now. Okay, let's do this. Wow.
A crime alert tonight. A man walking out of jail after he's accused of posing as police and calling the cops on himself.
Local 10's Christian De La Rosa is live in Fort Lauderdale with what the suspect had to say. Christian.
Oh, God.
As he bonded out of the Broward County Jail, he did not deny the charges against him. Instead, he tried giving us an explanation.
I'm going to give you my side of the story.
29-year-old Devontae Thompson says he suffers from trauma.
I got in an accident a long time ago.
And this is why he claims on Tuesday, just outside this TD Bank on Pines Boulevard, he decided to pull over a driver while claiming he was a police officer. Did you tell them you were a cop?
No further questions.
But are you denying that you told this driver that you were a cop?
I'm not denying.
And we're told it didn't end there. Investigators say Thompson called 911, telling the operator he just pulled over a reckless driver.
So I just wanted them to do their job and get them off the street.
When the real police arrived, detectives say the South Florida man also had a fake police badge. Did you have a stolen badge from Louisiana?
No further questions.
But you're not a cop.
Obviously not.
Were you at work?
He
Is that a
answered
UPS
it.
shirt?
Sir, no further questions.
Thompson's facing one charge for impersonating a police officer. He's Out of jail on a $2,500 bond, police want to know if anyone else out there has been pulled over by this man. Live in Fort Lauderdale, I'm Christian De La Rosa, Local 10 News.
IA says, remember the show, What's in Your Mouth? When the German dude fed the people human flesh? This guy looks German. They are some sickos. Oh, you talking about that other guy, the last he said he's
One of
German.
Maryland's most wanted now.
Upon women through his job driving the nation's roads. Now authorities are asking other potential victims in Maryland to come forward.
As W.
Undergarment.
He has a German phenotype. Is that the German phenotype right there? What's his last name? Let's see what his last name is.
Upon women,
sure.
Oh, okay.
His job driving the nation's roads. Now authorities are asking other potential victims in Maryland to come forward.
As WMAR2 News' Jeff Hager tells us tonight, they aren't letting the death of a suspected serial killer end their chance to close other cases that have gone cold.
Before he died a natural death, just a few months into his life sentence, Gary Artman was convicted in the murder.
Gary Artman. Gary Artman. Man. We're going to have to check out. We want to stay on top of them Germans, man. We want to look out for them Germans, man. Because, yeah. They're one thing about Germans, they're very smart. They seem to be very, very serious, man. Very, their demeanor, all the Germans I've seen, their demeanor is very, like,
they're very orderly.
Insular. Yeah. They're like, they keep their emotions in. They keep their body movements tight. They keep their voice monotone. They don't. You don't see Germans sitting in the street yelling and shit, man. Anyway, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Great show, man. Same black time. Same black channel. Out of here. Peace out.
Salute.